with you, Stephanie Sanchez, our studio engineer, back at the Mix 94.5 studios. Well, it's the one and only meeting this year for Scott City tonight with their longtime foe, the Ulysses Tigers. And two games that'll be tipping off here shortly, the varsity girls and then the boys coming up here. On the girls' side, Scott City looking to snap a season-high 4-game losing streak after they lost 46-32 to the Hayes High Lady Indians on Tuesday night here at home. Scott City 6-9 on the year and 0-2 in the conference. On the other side, the Ulysses Lady Tigers are 0-1 in the league and 1-13 overall. They have had a week off. They were blasted by Hugoton 51-15. Their only win was a forfeit victory over Wichita West in the Colby Orange and Black Classic. Wichita West canceled the rest of their season and forfeited all their games. The boys' game could be a decent one, I think. It should be a fun one to say the least. Scott City 7-8 on the year, looking to go to 2-1 in the league. They lost to Hayes despite shooting 23 free throws out of 33 attempts and only 7 field goals. They were in it till the end. They fell 51-38 to the Hayes High Indians on Tuesday night, looking to get back onto the winning side. Ulysses has dropped 6 straight, and they lost 83-38 at home, or on the road last Friday night to the Hugoton Eagles. Should have a decent night, a doubleheader basketball here for Scott City as they're in the middle of the 3-game homestand. Let's step aside for this timeout. When we do come back, we're going to hear the comments from head coach Amy Felker as Scott City gets set to take on Ulysses. Back after this 3-minute break, this is Beaver Basketball.
Also, find out at the Scott Recreation Commission. That's also sign up at Scott Rec. Fairly Battlefield. Also, fairly Northwest. That's it. Overall indoor. Cattle. Fairly. Scott City.
Like. That's what Dr. Joshua staff at Scott City High City believe about your health and dedicated. Accept the service to get your level of it was Dr. Gooden to diagnose and treat an array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. It's easy to see that Scott City Eye Center is for your vision. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden today at 620-872-0040. Scott City Eye Center supports all areas of activity.
Dr. Yeager with Full Health Chiropractic Office. What do you strive for with your patients?
Our goal, our vision, our desire is to help our communities be healthy and be able to have quality of health, not just for today, but I'd like to set across the table from patients in years to come and realize we made a difference in their life. How do we get over here? 271-0243 in Garden City. In Scott City, 872-2310. They can always go on the web at prohealthks.com.
Feel better then. Make an appointment with Dr. Yeager.
Feel bad. Not a comeback. That's weird. We've got you. How much comes? We're happy to help. Listen. Come see us today. Get you the best for your needs.
Scott City is a highly trained team of motivated, passionate professionals for modern facilities. They strive to develop comprehensive services to fill their patients' needs, especially with offering a variety of specialties. Only expect an environment hospital. Why travel hours? Medical specialists talk with you about how to meet with one of our specialty doctors. Stop cutting.
How would you describe your career?
Rewarding,
It's more than just a job.
great vacation, great sick pay.
Great opportunities to move forward.
Good work environment, good people.
always something new, always something different.
Every day you learn something new.
Their commitment to education is second to none.
Big pace for my school.
I love it because we're all one big happy family.
Family.
Family. It's like a family.
Grow your career with American Implement and John Deere.
And just, gave up, and we didn't do that. We figured some things out. Our defense started rotating better. We got some more rebounds in the second half. So there's a lot of things we can still look and say, hey, we did all right against a good Hayes team, but it's just we wouldn't have started off so slow at the beginning.
You guys did a pretty good job of taking out a couple of their big scorers there and making maybe some of the reserves score a little bit more than they've been accustomed to all year. Was that kind of a
We really clue in and make sure we know where certain girls are. And, we just started really rotating, and we knew where they were at. We were taking away some of their drives that they really like to do and making them dish off to somebody else, which then they got some easy baskets. But, we knew what our game plan was. They knew what they needed to do. We just came up a little short at the end.
And, it's been tough last couple of games. You haven't had as many involved in the scoring here. And what do you maybe see as the problem with that?
We just need to continue to have confidence. Some people are getting defended really, really hard, and we can't get them open for the shots. But to get those people open, some of the other girls need to step up and have confidence. Just shooting 1 or 2 shots, isn't enough. They need to, if they're shooting 40% or higher, they definitely need to be shooting 5, 6, 7 times a game. So we just have to have the confidence that when we have an open shot, that we can knock it down.
Coach Amy Felker here in the pregame. Scott City faces Ulysses, a team that's really struggling this year, just one win. And you take a look at this team. They've got a couple of seniors on their lineup there, in their lineup, and it looks like they have some pretty good pieces. But what do you see with Ulysses that's really kind of been probably frustrating for the Lady Tigers this year?
I think where they're lacking is some of their guard play. We're going to put a lot of pressure on their guards to try to make them commit turnovers. They got a couple of really good 5'10" players that we just got to make sure that they don't get good looks at the basket. We just got to make sure that we're playing our game and we don't give them easy looks.
It's very easy to see this. You guys have dominated Ulysses over the last few years, and this year on paper it looks like it could be like that as well. But do you kind of talk to your team about not overlooking a team like Ulysses?
Absolutely. Even on Tuesday night after the game, we said, our next game is Ulysses, but we can't overlook. We don't want to be one of their wins or anything like that. We've got to still stay focused. We've got to know that, they could come out and get hot, and we got to be ready to play ball every night. You've got to bring your A game and let the game fall into place.
All right. Only meeting this year, Scott City and Ulysses here tonight, and that's in Scott City. Coach Amy Felker here in the pregame, and thanks for the time, and good luck to you guys.
Thanks, Adam.
That was Scott City Lady Beaver coach Amy Felker. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Hugh and Berta Benz in Scott City and Leota. More to come in your pregame show. We'll have a breakdown of the matchup, bring you starters, keys of the game, and the tip-off after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas. and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations that our Scott City Optometry Office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology, and we are committed to improving the quality of life. Give yourself the gift of clear vision by scheduling an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden, OD, today.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, visit us online at scottcf.org.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 car trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
We have 1-13 Ulysses and 6-9 Scott City. Lady Beavers trying to snap a 4-game losing streak in the process, but they've had a really tough January, and Scott City trying to get back to swing of things in February here in the final stretch here with this game tonight. Lakin at home on Tuesday, Holcomb next Friday against Colby on the 14th, and then on the 21st at Goodland to wrap up the regular season. Take a look at the sub-state standings heading into tonight. On the girls' side, Goodland pretty much has almost clinched the top spot. They're 15-0. They have a 2.5 game lead on Cimarron entering tonight. Colby 4 games back at 11-4. Lakin at 9-4. Holcomb at 9-5. Scott City at 6-9. Southwestern Heights at 4-11, and Larned at 3-11. On the boys' side, Colby has a 4.5 game lead on Holcomb, and pretty much with the win tonight, Colby, if they were to knock off Hugoton, would clinch the sub-state top seed. Lakin at 7-6, and Goodland at 7-7. Scott City at 7-8. Larned at 5-9. Cimarron at 3-10, and then you also have Southwestern Heights at 1-14. So you have Cimarron at Lakin tonight, Colby at Hugoton, Goodland hosting Holcomb, Southwestern Heights hosting Stanton County, Larned against Halstead and Ulysses at Scott City. And then the GWAC standings, both on the girls' side, 2-0 are Goodland and Colby right now. Goodland at 15-0, Colby 11-4. Cimarron and Hugoton both 1-1. Holcomb at 0-1, Ulysses at 0-1, and Scott City at 0-2. On the boys' side, these two will be battling tonight, Colby and Hugoton. They're both 13-2 on the year overall as well, 2-0 in the league, so first place up for grabs on the boys' side tonight. Scott City, Goodland are both 1-1. Holcomb and Ulysses are both 0-1, and Cimarron is at 0-2. Cimarron, the lone team out of league play tonight. The rest will have their league standings change, or lead records change, after tonight. So let's focus our attention over here to the girls' side, where Scott City gets set to take on the Ulysses Tigers. Lady Beavers looking to get off to a good start. They haven't been able to the last few games, and they've struggled there at times there, but should be a fun one here tonight for Scott City. They have some winnable games here, and there we go. As Scott City looking to kind of bounce back after what's been a tough stretch there with Hugoton, Dwight, Cimarron, and Hayes. All those teams were at least ranked at one point or another during the year this year. So that was a tough stretch. Scott City lost 3 of those 4 games by 14 points, which was crazy. You don't see that. As Scott City looking to snap a losing streak, a very big opportunity to do so here tonight, but the Lady Beavers need to get more scoring production other than Brooke and also Erica. And that's going to be key tonight for Scott City. Maybe get some confidence here going down the home stretch of the season here. Of course, Brooke has had a big game, 18-9 the other night against the Hayes High Lady Indians, and then she averages just under 16 a game. Erica battled foul trouble throughout, and she averages around 14 points. She only had a season low 6 points on Tuesday night against Hayes, and as I mentioned, the fouls were an issue for her tonight, and she's looking to correct that here. But Cheyenne Kramer with a couple of baskets. She had 5 points, and including her first career three-pointer. That was a big one there. But Scott City averages 44 points a game. On the other side, Ulysses, it has been a rough one for the Lady Tigers this year. They are 1-13. Their lone win, a forfeit victory over Wichita West, and they have only been outside of 30 points just 3 times this year. So the scoring is at a minimum for them. They are led by Chloe Curl, the 5'10 junior. She averages around 7 points and 6 rebounds a game. They also have Cammie Kinney, who does a pretty good job rebounding. She's a 5'10 senior. Team that struggles from the floor, averaging 25 points. They're 44% from the foul line and just 21% from the field. So it's been a struggle this year. Audrey Marshall, the new coach for the Ulysses Lady Tigers in her first season, and she was an assistant for the program a year ago. And so we'll see how that go here for the Lady Beavers and Lady Tigers here tonight. But this has been a team that has really struggled at 1-13 on the year. They still have Holcomb. They still have Cimarron. They have another matchup with Hugoton. And they also play Goodland for a second time, and the Guyman Lady Tigers to wrap up the regular season. So that's kind of where they set there. And here as we head into the final few games of the year. Once again, this is the second of 3 consecutive home games for the Scott City Beavers. On Tuesday night, they'll host Lake, and that'll be their second to last home game of the regular season here. And so we should be in for a treat here as we get down to the final stretch. No more 4A or higher teams. It's all 3A schools from here on out for the rest of the year of the next 4 games with Colby, Goodland, Holcomb, and Lakin. So that'll be interesting in that aspect there. So with that being said, we'll take our final timeout here, and we'll get you set for starters, keys to the game, and the opening tip here as we're here tonight in Scott City. It's Scott City and Ulysses. Back after this timeout, this is Scott City Beaver basketball.
At Turner Sheet Metal, our main goal is to enhance the comfort of your home while making sure that our customers are 100% satisfied. Need your furnace checked for the winter? Call us. Need your air conditioner cleaned for the summer? Our NATE certified technicians are the guys for the job. Turner Sheet Metal, your Bryant authorized dealer in Scott City, can also help you save up to 40% on your heating and cooling costs with a Bryant Evolution system. Call for a free estimate and let us help keep your family comfortable and safe. Turner Sheet Metal, South Highway 83 in Scott City.
world needs more farmers. People who know the land. People who support rural communities. People who are as diverse as each acre they care for. But unless you've been born and raised on a family farm, it's nearly impossible to become a farmer. That's why we are building a team of people from our hometown and across the world to do what they love. We are not just a family farm. We are a multi-family farm. We are Volgamore Family Farms.
Mother Miles.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Community High School would like to welcome you to the event center for today's contest, featuring the visiting Ulysses Tigers and your Scott City Beavers. The administration of the State High School Activities Association asks that you enjoy the game. Your job as a fan is to watch and cheer. Please remember good sportsmanship allows the coaches to coach, the officials to officiate, and the players to play. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, will you please stand and pay honor to America and her troops at home and abroad as SCHS Sugar and Spice, directed by Ms. Kadavy Conley, sings our national anthem.
Okay, I think I got everyone.
Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Back here in Scott City, as we get to your starters here tonight, presented by Security State Bank in Scott City and Leo to free bill pay and online banking, safe, secure, and easy to use. Member FDIC. For the Ulysses Lady Tigers, they are coached by Audrey Marshall in her first season, assisted by Corey Bixler and Amanda Langley. 1-13 on the year, 0-1 in the conference. As it will be for Ulysses, it'll be Clarissa Sineque, a 5-foot sophomore, averages at around 8.2 points a game. Also, Eliza Perez, a 5'4 junior who has not scored this year. Also, Yoselin Lerma, a 5'4 sophomore. She averages 1.1 points per ball game. And also mention Lerma. We will get the other two. There's a little bit of a shuffle in their lineup tonight. I believe it'll be Olivia Hill, a 5'5 junior. It was a late change. Don't know what happened, but Cammie Kinney and Chloe Curl will not be starting tonight for the Lady Tigers. So we'll get that here momentarily. We got their 4 starters. It'll be Natalia Cifuentes, a 5'1 sophomore, averages just under 1 point and 1 rebound a game. So it's Clarissa Sineque, Yoselin Lerma, Eliza Perez, Natalia Cifuentes, and Olivia Hill, the starters for Ulysses. For Scott City, coached by Amy Felker in her 3rd season. And it will be the regular starters here tonight for the Lady Beavers. She's assisted by Erin Myers. It'll be Brindley Stevens, a 5'6 junior, averaging a half point, 1.6 rebounds a game. Also, Kendall Gentry, the 5'3 sophomore. She averages at around 4.1 points, 3 rebounds a game. Brooke Strine, the 6'1 senior, at 15.8 points and 8.8 rebounds a contest. Erica Felker, the 5'6 junior, averaging 14.1 points and 4.5 rebounds contest. And rounding out the starting 5, Cheyenne Kramer, the 5'9 junior, at 3.5 points and 3.4 boards a game. Those are your starters tonight. As we will go to keys to the game here, presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout, where you go with the proven winner. When it comes to insurance, they score big with their policyholders. Keys tonight for Scott City, there's no question, attack Ulysses and get it inside. Do not take them for granted. Yes, they've struggled this year, averaging just 25 points a game, but don't take them for granted. And the third key, remove all doubt from them early on. Scott City tonight, once again wearing the home white tops with the navy blue numbers and letters, the lighter blue trim. Ulysses tonight in their road black uniforms with orange numbers and letters. And that's how it sets. Brooke Strine against Natalia Cifuentes, about a foot difference on the tip, and Scott City wins the opening tap, and we're underway. Lady Beavers have won the last 6 as Kendall Gentry buries a right wing 3 right off the bat. Her 11-3 puts Scott City on the board 12 seconds into the game. That might be their quickest time they scored this year. 3-0 Scott City advantage. They hit 2 threes. Here's an answer back 3 short. Rebound to Brindley Stevens for Scott City. That was put up on the left wing that time by Sinekwe. She's a pretty good 3-point shooter. She's hit 18 into Strine right side. Kramer for 2. Yes. Scott City already up 5-0. 7:26 to go first quarter as Lady Beavers coming out on fire early on here. And Scott City opens up. Looks like man defense here. And now with it is Sinekwe. She'll drive in right side at the block. Bounce pass intercepted by Kendall Gentry. And that'll be turnover number 1 on Ulysses. They average 25 a game. Stevens with the left baseline out high to Kramer. Flips it around to Felker. She'll drive right lane line. Take it all the way. Throw it up. No. Rebound Strine. Follow. Yes. Banked in. And Strine with the putback and makes it 7-0 Scott City. 6:53 to go first quarter. Lady Beavers already 3 of 4 from the floor. Scott City up by 4 here in the early going. With it is Natalia Cifuentes. Kinney to check in, next dead ball. Foul line to Olivia Hill, and that's going to be lost out of bounds. Second turnover of the night for Ulysses as Cammie Kinney, the 5'10 senior, checks in. She will replace Eliza Perez. This is a team that does have about 4 seniors on their team. They do have some injury issues as well. And now with it is Brindley Stevens. Holds it. Scott City are up 6-0. We've played a little over 90 seconds. Felker for 3. Guarded, banks short. Rebound loose in the paint. Tipped out high. And it's going to be tracked down by Olivia Hill for the Lady Tigers. Still 7-0 Scott City edge. We've played nearly 2 minutes. Left side it goes to Olivia Hill. Guarded by Cheyenne Kramer. With it now to Sinekwe. Back up top, it'll go to Yoselin Lerma. Lerma with it. She'll drive in on Stevens. Bounce pass deflected, but picked up by Kinney. Throws it up over Strine. No. Rebound. Last touch, they'll say, by Scott City. And Lady Tigers 0-2 from the floor here with 5:52 to go here in the opening quarter. Scott City leading 7-0 as Ulysses with the ball. Yoselin Lerma, entry feed into Kinney, goes around, trying to go around Strine, loses the handle of it, and Ulysses with their 3rd turnover in their first 4 possessions. And Ulysses coach Audrey Marshall will send in Chloe Curl to replace Olivia Hill. So just like that, Ulysses gets a little bit bigger. You take those 2 out, they go maybe 5'5", their tallest. Brindley Stevens with it at high, trying to find a cutting Strine. Ball deflected, and it's going to be travel. They'll say steal for Ulysses and then a turnover. So Scott City's first turnover, Ulysses with their 4th. Officials here for tonight's contest. You have Doug Richter, David Richter, and Brevane Phelps. Driving in, here's a high floater. No for Felker. Ripped away by Cheyenne Kramer. Back to Stevens. Up high to Kendall Gentry. Still have 1 dribble and fire a straightaway triple. No, the rebound, that's going to be Brooke Strine over the back. Her first and Scott City's first foul with 5:22 to go here in the opening quarter. Scott City up 7-0, 5:22 to work here opening period. Lady Beavers 6-9 on the year, looking for the first conference win. Ulysses also looking for the first conference win. They're 0-1. Chloe Curl, and now up top to Lerma. Left side it goes to Cammie Kinney. Kenny with a couple of dribbles. Now back to Sinikwe. She'll pop a deep three and too strong. Rebound Erica Felker for Scott City. Lead pass down the floor to Brooke Strine with 3-on-2 numbers. Lobs it right side, almost too far in front of Gentry. She lost it, but then it went off the leg of Chloe Curl, and it'll stay with Scott City with 4:51 to go first quarter. As in for the first time is Daisy Ballesteros. She is a 5'6" senior, and she will replace Yasmin Lerna. Into Strine. She'll drive in and she'll lay it up. It'll be a foul on the floor before the shot. Ulysses with the foul. They'll get it on Sinikwe, her first. And that'll be their first foul. So both teams have one foul apiece. Entry feed into Kramer. She'll put up a shot, and she was fouled on the arm. She'll get 2 free throws. And Kramer with already 2 points here in this quarter. The foul will be on Talia Cifuentes, her first. 7-0 Scott City, 4:48 to go first quarter. Kramer on the year, 29% at the line, short on the first. Scott City as a team, 69%. They've had a pretty nice year there at the line, but that one just falling a little short there, and she'll get another one. Kramer's second, good, and makes it 8-0. Scott City's first points, I should say, in a little over 2 minutes. 4:40 to go first quarter. Driving in strong, the layup no, and it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Clarissa Sinikwe. Team foul number 2 on Scott City. They're going to get that on Kendall Gentry, her first. 2 free throws for Sinikwe. A 61% free throw shooter as a team. Ulysses at 44%. Free throw is good. Makes the score 8-1 as Ulysses is on the board with 4:41 to go. Megan Trout, Mackenzie Metzger, Avery Lewis in for the first time for Scott City. Second charity toss. That one crawls in as well for Sinikwe. And it's 8-2 here with 4:41 to go first quarter. Lady Beavers up by half a dozen. And with the ball, Felker to Mackenzie Metzger out high. Goes right with the dribble. Almost traveled with it. She does find Avery Lewis to avoid the 5 count. Lewis with it, dribbling out high. Goes right, finds Strine. Now left corner to Erica Felker. Stops and pops the 3. Yes! Nothing but net on that one. A beautiful one. Her 30th triple gets Scott City an 11-2 lead as we're near the midway point of this first quarter. Scott City has already hit 2 triples here in the opening quarter, and then a shot and a foul, 2 free throws with 4:08 to go first quarter. They're going to get that on Strine. That is going to be her second. Boy, didn't see a lot of contact there, to be honest. And that'll be their 3rd foul. And here's Chloe Curl, a 48% free throw shooter, their leading scorer at 6 a game, and that one rims in and out. To be honest, there was not a lot of contact there. As Strine checks out. And in is Cheyenne Kramer to take her spot. Second free throw for Curl is good. She hits 1 out of 2, and all 3 Ulysses points are at the free throw line. They're 3 of 4 there as we approach the midway point of the first quarter. Felker into the front court, goes left corner to Erica Felker, or Metzger, excuse me, and then pass thrown away. Second Scott City turnover. With it is Chloe Curl. With 3:50 to go first quarter, Sinikwe up top of the key, guarded by Metzger, goes left to Daisy Ballesteros. Ballesteros holds the fall, finds a cutting Curl underneath. She'll have a high shot off the glass. No. Trap trying to get the rebound and they get a whistle and a tie-up. It'll still stay on the Ulysses end. With 3:40 to work first quarter, Scott City up 11-3. Ballesteros to trigger it in. Gets it left corner to Sinikwe for an open 3. Air ball, but right to Ballesteros, who puts it up. Had good position underneath, and it's 11-5. And so Ulysses the last 3 with 3.5 to go first quarter. Their first field goal made of the game as well. Now, Trap Metzger, ball deflected, and it's going to be another turnover, a steal for Ulysses, Scott City, and then ball knocked out. And here comes Kendall Gentry back into the Scott City lineup. And Erica Felker will check out with 3:17 to go. In is going to be Alana Pizarro. She is a senior for Ulysses. So they've already played 9 in this first quarter. 3:17 to work. 11-3 your score right now for Scott City. Ball deflected but picked up. Sinikwe will drive left side. Here's left baseline to Pizarro. Here's a 3 bouncing off. Rebound crash, and they're going to get the foul on Ulysses, I believe, on Alyssa Perez. Or Paez, excuse me. Her first, team's 3rd. 3:03 to go first quarter. 11-5 is your score. Scott City now with the three from Metzger. No, and here's a rebound, Sianekwe. Scott City is only, or now gets the turnover back. That'll be the fifth Ulysses turnover. But they haven't hit a field goal in 4 minutes here. Or correction, I take that back. They haven't hit one in 2 minutes. Underneath, Lewis and this reach-in foul after the steal. Just not a pretty possession last couple times down here for Scott City, and that foul will be on Trad, I believe, at first. Team's fourth already. As Brentley Stevens, Cheyenne Kramer return back in. That'll be Mackenzie Metzger and Cheyenne Kramer, Trout and Stevens, Gentry, Felker, and Lewis, the five on the floor right now for the Lady Beavers. 11-5 here, 2:25 to work here in the opening period. And a whistle and a traveling call, sixth Ulysses Tiger turnover. As Daisy Ballesteros checks in for Olivia Hill. Scott City up 11-5 here with 2:15 to work first quarter. With it, and now they tried to get it in and throw it away. Scott City with 3 consecutive turnovers, and now they have 5 turnovers here this opening quarter with 2 minutes to go. So the fouls on Strine have hurt Scott City early on, and they got started off hot, hitting their 3 of their first 4 shots, but have cooled off since then, and are up 11-5 with a minute 50 to go first quarter. Ulysses fighting hard, though. Here's a 3 shot by Ballesteros. Rebound, Kenny's follow-up, no. Rebound, third time is the charm, and that is going to be Sianekwe. She has 4, and it's 11-7, and not a happy Amy Felker burns a 30-second timeout with 1:39 to go first quarter, as Ulysses has scored the last 5 points in the ballgame, and they have pulled it within 11-7, as Ulysses out hustling Scott City for the rebound that time a couple of times. 11-7 is your score. Basketball presented here by American Implement, B&H Paving, Bartlett Grain, Beavertown FFL, Burning Farms, Brookover Cattle Company, Shells, Flowers, and more. DeKalb Bear, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Hugh and Berta Benz, Fairleigh Companies, First National Bank, and also Farm Bureau Financial Services, Neil Baker. So, out of the timeout, 99 seconds to go first quarter. It's a 7-3 run over the last few minutes, and another steal. Ulysses playing hard here, and Kendall Gentry on the 2-on-1 numbers stepped in front of the passing lane. Good defense there, and the 7th Tiger turnover, but Scott City not playing very good here as of late. Here is a pull-up. Felker underneath, Trout has position underneath, loses it. Now pivots, and she is going to be finding Avery Lewis, so that's going to be a 3-second lane violation and turnover number 7. Scott City very lucky that wasn't called a lot earlier, but that's going to be turnover number 7 on Scott City. With $1:14 to go opening quarter. It's only 11-7 here. Scott City leading Ulysses. Cheyenne Kramer is going to check in. Final minute of this period. Curlworth, it goes left with a pass to Clarissa Sianekwe. Now goes left side, almost a walk for Natalia Cifuentes to Ballesteros. Pulling up. Now Ballesteros turns down the 3. Here's Sianekwe. She wants to shoot the 3, but is not. She's 0 for 3, or make that 0 of 4 on threes in this first quarter. 40 seconds to work first period, and a whistle and a timeout taken by Ulysses. It's a full. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Beaver basketball.
It's the president.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 card trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
The backside board was picked up by Sienickwe, and then the shot was no good on the other side there with 31.6 seconds to go. Ballesteros checks out. Olivia Hill returns to the lineup. As we're down to 25 seconds to go opening quarter. Underneath, here's Trout. She'll go up and she'll draw the foul on the floor. That's already the 5th team foul on Ulysses this first period. And they'll get that on Chloe Curler first. So Scott City battling some foul trouble as well as Mackenzie Metzger returns to the Scott City lineup. And she'll replace Kendall Gentry. Scott City had that hot start to first minute plus 7 points. They have only scored 4 points since then. Metzger trying to end that with a 3, misses everything, and that's going to be out of bounds to Ulysses with 17 seconds. Scott City has not scored in 4 minutes here. Ulysses has scored the last 5 points of the ball game. It's 11-7. 10 seconds to go first quarter. With the left wing, Olivia Hill up top, guarded tightly by Felker. Now Sienickwe to launch a deep 3, and she'll hit it. It's an 8-0 Tiger run in the first quarter, and they are to within 1 of Scott City, 11-10 after 1. We'll come back in a minute for this second 8 minutes of play. This is Scott City basketball.
At Turner Sheet Metal, our main goal is to enhance the comfort of your home while making sure that our customers are 100% satisfied. Need your furnace checked for the winter? Call us. Need your air conditioner cleaned for the summer? Our NATE certified technicians are the guys for the job. Turner Sheet Metal, your Bryant authorized dealer in Scott City, can also help you save up to 40% on your heating and cooling costs with a Bryant Evolution system. Call for a free estimate and let us help keep your family comfortable and safe. Turner Sheet Metal, South Highway 83 in Scott City.
Ulysses scored the last 8 points of the first quarter, and they have pulled within 1 of Scott City at 11-10. It'll be Scott City's ball to begin the second quarter, and Lady Tigers are open up at a 2-3 zone. Here's Felker looking to drive in, now left side, and throws it away, and Lewis couldn't quite get it. Turnover number 8. Had the right idea. It looked like Lewis kind of slipped a little bit. Ballesteros checks in. She'll replace Olivia Hill, and all of a sudden, Ulysses, who started down 7-0 and 11-2 in this game, can take their first lead of the night here with 7:45 to go first half. Up top with it, Chloe Curl goes left side to Ballesteros. Cut behind Curl, but it finds her arms now backside to Kenny, and they have the shot and one. Kenny gives Ulysses their first lead of the night, 12-11, 7:34 to go first half. And Erica Felker picks up foul number 1, team foul number 5 on Scott City. And a 10-0 Tiger run. They have a 12-11 lead here on Scott City. Kenny, a 41% free throw shooter, knocks it down. Ulysses now 4 of 5 at the line, and they are on an 11-0 run. Well, this is going to grab the attention of Scott City here, down 13-11. Felker throws it away. Turnover number 9. Ulysses with the ball in a 2-point lead. First minute of the second quarter. Kendall Gentry to check in next dead ball. Bounce pass. Here's Curl up top to Ballesteros. They'll go right side to Cifuentes. Cifuentes now to Curl. They're working around left side, and here's a 3. It might have been blocked by Strine, who's back in there, but the rebound to Kenny. She misses the bunny, and the rebound into the hands of Cheyenne Kramer. Scott City's also been outgunned on the glass, 8-5 in this first half. Here's Metzger with it. 6:50 to go first half. Felker, she'll try a three for the lead back. That's down. Her 2 threes and 6 points give Scott City a 14-13 lead with 6:45 to go first half, and our second lead change here of the night. That ends a 11-0 Ulysses run and Scott City's first basket in 5.5 minutes. 6:30 to go first half. 14-13 Lady Beavers back on top by 1. They'll skip it over right side to Chloe Curl, guarded by Metzger, as Scott City stays in a 2-3 zone. Ballesteros bounce pass left side to Cifuentes, almost on way into Kinney. She'll go up and bank it home. She has 5, and it's 15-14. Timeout for Scott City. It's a full. We'll take it as well with 6:17 to go first half. Ulysses trying to pull off a major upset, up 15-14 on Scott City. Back in a minute. Let's just take a 30-second timeout, a 30-second break. This is Beaver basketball.
The world needs more farmers, people who know the land, people who support rural communities, people who are as diverse as each acre they care for. But unless you've been born and raised on a family farm, it's nearly impossible to become a farmer. That's why we are building a team of people from our hometown and across the world to do what they love. We are not just a family farm. We are a multi-family farm. We are Volgamore Family Farms.
Exceptional results. A little bit of a surprise here. Scott City down by 1 to Ulysses. They're on a 13-3 run over the last 5 minutes of this ball game, and Coach Amy Felker, you could tell, not happy with her team. Already burned 2 timeouts in this first half. Kinney with all 5 of the Tigers' points here in the second quarter. 6:15 to go first half. And Scott City playing from behind once again. It's a 13-3 Ulysses run in this game. Strine right side. Felker for another 3. That one short. Rebound. Strine crashes it high up the glass. No. Rebound loose, and it's into the hands of Chloe Curl, and that one is going to be a tie-up. It'll still stay on the end of, or be Ulysses basketball. So Scott City's had some good looks, but it all started really with foul trouble by Brooke Strine with 2 fouls, and Cammie Kinney, Chloe Curl did not start, but that might have ignited the Ulysses a little bit, and Scott City may have thought, this is going to be a very easy game. You can't look at records. 5:50 to go first half. Ulysses with the ball up 1 at 15-14. Curl with it. Now they work it over to Sinequi. She'll launch a deep 3, misses badly. Scott City will get the rebound with Avery Lewis. And now to Erica Felker looking down court. Goes by one Lady Tiger into Strine at the right elbow to Kramer left wing for a 3. Too strong. Rebound into the hands of Curl, who had their 3rd board of the half. And Scott City's gone a little cold from the floor here in this since the opening stages of this game. 15-14, Ulysses up by 1 with the ball. Scott City's won the last 6 in this series. They lead since 1980, 49-37, and Scott City forces Ulysses into their 8th turnover. Big story for Lady Beavers. They have 9 first-half turnovers. Kendall Gentry, a left wing 3 for the lead. Yes! Scott City with 4 threes, and they're back on top, 17. Our 4th lead change all in the second quarter. Scott City's led by as many as 9. Ulysses by as many as 2 in this one, as Lady Beavers continue their 2-3 zone defense. Up top, it goes to Olivia Hill, right side to Curl. Curl, a couple of dribbles out high. Now right side to Clarissa Sinequi. Sinequi back up top to Curl with 4:35 to go first half, holding the ball. Lady Beavers up by 2 at 17-15. And now Curl will launch a 3 for the lead back. It's off the backyard and the rebound to Avery Lewis for Scott City, who grabs her 2nd board. Good defensive possession by Scott City. Left side, Felker. Holds it into Strine, has position on Kinney, goes to right, shot up, and yes, and 1 as she got hacked. Strine with 4, 19-15 with 4:17 to go first half. Team foul number 6 on Ulysses, and that'll be the first on Cammie Kinney. Brinley Stevens in to replace Avery Lewis. 3 in for Ulysses. Daisy Ballesteros. Also in there is Elida Pizarro. She's a senior. Free throw for Strine. Yes, she'll complete the 3-point play. She has 5 points and 2 boards. And Scott City on a 6-0 run just like that to go up 20-15 as we approach the midway point, and an unforced error up top. The travel by Clarissa Sinequi, turnover number 9. So Erica Felker inbounded to Kendall Gentry. Ulysses will pick up Scott City in the half court. So we approach the midway point of period number 2. Brindley Stevens left side, up top. Now right side. Here's Felker into Strine. May have been pushed in the back and then through Kramer's hand. She'll pick it up back into Strine. Power dribble. Ball deflected, trying to get it up high. Turnover number 10 on Scott City. Here comes Sianekwe all the way. Layup good. She has 9, and it's 20-17 with 3:50 to go first half. And Ulysses ends the 6-0 Scott City run. Felker blows by 2 up top. She'll take it all the way, and then she'll draw the foul on the floor. That'll be a 1-and-1 for Felker with 3:41 to go first half. Alita Pizarro, 5'6" sophomore first. 1-and-1 for Felker, and swishes home the first. She has 7, an 84% free throw shooter. 3:41 to go first half. Scott City now 2 of 2 in this quarter, 3 of 4 for the game. And make it 4 of 5, and it's 22-17. So lead up to 5. 3:40 to go second quarter, and a double dribble and another unforced error. Both teams with 10 turnovers. That has hurt Scott City here in this first half. Ulysses averages 25 a game. Scott City averages 17, but 3:37 to go first half. Scott City up by 5 with the ball back. Looking out to the run. Felker in the right corner for 3. Short rebound. Kramer couldn't get to it as it'll go out of bounds. She mistimed grabbing the ball. Felker with 8 points to lead Scott City in this first half. She eclipses what she had on Tuesday against Hayes. Scott City in their 2-3 zone. Defense up top by Gentry. And now they'll work it around to Pizarro. Pizarro, here's a 3 launched. Too strong. Rebound, Felker has it for Scott City. That was put up by Ballesteros. Felker with their second rebound, and then she gets held. That time by Eliza Perez. That's her second, and the team's 8th. 1-1 coming up here. Paez with her second foul. 3:04 to go second quarter. 1-1 coming up here for Erica Felker as Megan Trout in for Scott City, as well as Mackenzie Metzger. Chloe Curl, Natalia Cifuentes in for the Tigers. 1-1 for Felker. She has 8. Make it 9. She'll get the bonus. 23-17, 3:04 to go first half as Scott City's built their lead back up to a half a dozen on a 9-2 run over the last 2 minutes. And Felker makes it a 10-2 run. She has 10 already in the half. 24-17. Lead back up to 7 for Scott City. 3 minutes to go first half. Cifuentes right side at Pizarro. Pizarro uses upper dribble. Now goes to Daisy Ballesteros. Up top to Pizarro. Guarded by Mackenzie Metzger at high right side. Here's Sianekwe looking to drive in. Back to Pizarro. Left side Ballesteros to drive the left baseline. Tried to go around Strine, who stuffs it and gets the board. And a whistle and a foul as Strine hits the deck. That'll be on Ballesteros, her second, and the team's 9th. Strine with the 1-1 coming up. She has 5.5, and Scott City looks to extend their lead here. Their last 4 points have come from the line here with 2:38 to go first half. So foul trouble for Paez and Ballesteros, each with 2. Brooke Strine has 2 fouls for Scott City. She's at the line. Front of the 1-1, good. She'll get the bonus, 25-17. Scammy Kinney replaces Ballesteros. Those are the 2 seniors that play. They have 3 listed on their program. Strine knocks them both down. She has now 7, and it's 26-17. Scott City on a 12-2 run matches their largest lead with 2.5 to go first half. Up top, here's a deep 3 launched, and it's short. Rebound, Brooke Strine. That was put up by Sianekwe, and Strine collects the board for Scott City already her 4th in the half. Into Mackenzie Metzger, now to Stevens, now into Strine. She'll go to her left. Her shot is blocked, and they're going to get a hack on Kinney, and that'll be her second, and the team's 10th. With 2:17 to go first half, and Strine will head back to the line, this time for 2 free throws. So Paez with 2, Kinney with 2, and Ballesteros with 2 for Ulysses. Strine's first free throw, too strong. As Coach Audrey Marshall elects to keep her in there with her 2 fouls. 26-17 your score. Second free throw, rimming in and out. Missed them both, but Brindley Stevens with the board. And now she finds Mackenzie Metzger to Erica Felker. She'll try a 3. She'll be short on it, and the rebound into Sianekwe, her 4th board of the half already. Scott City had a couple opportunities there, but missed. They're up by 9 as we approach the 2-minute mark of the first half. Chloe Curl left side. It's Pizarro with it, back to Sinequi. Almost double dribbled that time. Minute 50 to go second quarter. Now to Chloe Curl. Curl with it. Uses upper dribble back to Sinequi for a right wing three. Almost banked in. Erica Felker with the third rebound. She wants to push it. And then lead pass to Stevens. 2-on-1 number. Stevens, oh, she lost it. That's going to be a travel. Turnover number 11. And it'll be Avery Lewis. She'll replace Brinley Stevens. With a minute 38 to go second quarter. It's a 16-7 second quarter run for Scott City after they had trailed a couple of times in the second quarter. It's 26-17. Left side to Sinequi. Kenny will take the shot over Strine. Too strong. The rebound tracked down by Avery Lewis on the backside, her third board. Scott City, by the way, is rebounding much better in this second quarter as they look to add to their 13-2 run here. Strine with it. Now backside to Felker. Has to pull it out. A minute to go and back into Strine. Pivots. Goes around. Layup just a little strong. Rebound loose into the hands of Natalia Cifuentes for Ulysses. 58 seconds to go first half. Scott City has not had a field goal in the last 4 minutes. Their last 9 points, or correction, it's a 3-minute drought, and then Ulysses will throw it away for the 11th turnover. Last basket came at 4:17 to go second quarter. Scott City's last 7 points have come from the free throw line. As Mackenzie Metzger out, also Kendall Gentry checks in. Brooke Strine also out. Don't want to get her a third foul. 45 seconds to go first half. Now Lewis right side to Kendall Gentry to Felker left wing. Turns down the three. She was quickly guarded. She'll take it right down Broadway, and she's going to be called for a walk, and that'll be turnover number 12. So we've been stuck at 26-17 over the last 2 minutes. Ulysses has not scored in the last 3+ minutes of this game. 30 seconds, that is, to go first half. Here's a 2 by Ballesteros, misses. Rebound, but picked up by Cifuentes on the backside. As we're down to 20 seconds to go first half. There's a 3 launch, no. Rebound, Erica Felker. Almost fouled that time. They let it go, and out into Kendall Gentry. Back to Lewis. Nice play. Shot is blocked, and the rebound curl, but she dribbled it out of bounds with 11 seconds to go first half. Ten seconds to go up top to Lewis. Off the screen, here's Felker. She'll try a 3. Looking for a third 3. That is short, long rebound. Tracked down. Knocked and then saved. Pull up for the deep 2, and that is good right at the end of the first half for Sinequi. She has 11, and it's 26-19. Ulysses scores the final points of the half. Let's take a 3-minute break. You come back with your first half stats. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Is your dog ungroomed and smelly? Then come on by the new and improved Wagon Wash, located at 501 Jackson Street in Scott City, Kansas. We added on a dog wash for your pet's hygienic needs. There are 6 different modes you can choose from: shampoo, oatmeal conditioner, rinse, odor control, flea and tick, and blow dry. Our facilities are regularly cleaned, and we have a vending machine full of treats for you and your pet. Follow us on Facebook at Wagon Wash Car Wash.
Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers! Furrow Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Furrow Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the App Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
Ulysses has come to play here after, being having a week off, got some things worked out maybe, and just like that, they're within 7 at the break at 26-19. Actually, Scott City trailed a couple of times at 13-11 and 15-14, and then a 12-2 run over about a 3-minute stretch or 2.5-minute stretch. Scott City had a lead of 9. They've not been able to get over that lead past 9 in the first half, but they lead by 7 at the break, 26-19. First half scoring here looks like this for Ulysses. They were led in that first half by Clarissa Sianiqui with 11 points. Also 5 for Cammie Kinney. That all came in a row in the second quarter. 2 for Daisy Ballesteros. And 1 for Chloe Curl. That was your first half stats there. 11 for Sianiqui. 5 for Kinney, 2 for Ballesteros, and 1 for Curl. And the Tigers had 11 turnovers, 10 fouls in the first half. They also had 9 steals. They had 7 defensive rebounds and 7 offensive boards for a total of 14 first-half rebounds. For the Scott City Lady Beavers, they were led by Erica Felker with 10, Brooke Strine with 7, 6 for Kendall Gentry on a pair of threes. Also, 3 for Cheyenne Kramer, and that's your first half scoring for Scott City. They had 14 rebounds in the first half, 10 defensive and 4 offensive. They did a better job in the second quarter on rebounds, but they did not start out well. Ulysses really came and fought them here in that first half for the fouls here, but also in the first half, Scott City had 12 turnovers and 4 steals. Halftime here, 26-19 for Scott City over the Ulysses Lady Tigers here at the break. I'll try to get some wrestling results as well and other first half stats as well. We'll come back in 2 minutes. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Is your dog ungroomed and smelly? Then come on by the new and improved Wagon Wash, located at 501 Jackson Street in Scott City, Kansas. We added on a dog wash for your pet's hygienic needs. There are 6 different modes you can choose from: shampoo, oatmeal conditioner, rinse, odor control, flea and tick, and blow dry. Our facilities are regularly cleaned, and we have a vending machine full of treats for you and your pet. Follow us on Facebook at Wagon Wash Car Wash.
All areas school activities.
How would you describe your career?
Rewarding. It's more than just a job.
Great vacation, great sick pay.
Great opportunities to move forward. Good work environment, good people. Always something new, always something different.
Every day you learn something new.
Their commitment to education is second to none.
They pay for my school.
I love it because we're all one big happy family.
Family.
Family. It's like a family.
Grow your career with American Implement and John Deere.
as Lady Beavers were 4 of 13 on threes, 3 of 7 on twos, but 8 of 11 at the line for Ulysses. Let's get to that here in a little bit. They were 7 of 25 shooting in the first half. And come on, calculator, here we go. 7, doing that on the fly, just 28%. 1 of 11 on threes, 6 of 14 on twos, and 4 of 5 at the line. Both teams battling some foul trouble in that first half. Scott City had Brooke Strine with 2, but Ulysses had Elizabeth Paez with 2, Cammie Kinney with 2, and Daisy Ballesteros with 2 as well. Scott City will turn around and play Lakin here at home on Tuesday night. That'll be 6 o'clock for the girls, boys to follow. It's all 3A for Scott City from here on out. Ulysses will be at home against Holcomb on Tuesday night, and then they'll go to Cimarron next Friday. Real quickly, wrestling results. Scott City, the boys are 6-time GWAC champions. They had to eke it out over Colby by 1/2 point, 170 points to 169.5. Real quickly, trying to get some results here, as it'll be Scott City's ball to begin the third quarter. Scott City, Trenton Frank was third at 106. Evan Fry, the champion, at 113. Waylon Ricker, second at 120. Tyler Roberts, third at 126. Aiden Preston, third at 132. Alex Rodriguez, third at 138. We'll get to some of those a little bit later on. We'll have that also on the website at westernkansasnews.com. Girls are also league champions. Right corner 3, no for Felker, but backside board for Brinley Stevens. And now Kendall Gentry, her runner in the paint, banked off, no. Strine crashes, third time, no. And the rebound goes to Ulysses. They had 3 good looks there in that trip down, but just could not get any one of them to go in. And Ulysses with their first opportunity to score here this third quarter. 7:25 to work third stanza. Up top with it left side, here's Clarissa Cianekwe. Cianekwe goes right side with a pass over to Eliza Perez. So starting 5 for both sides to begin this third quarter. And a shot up, no 3. Rebound, that's going to be a whistle on Perez, or Paez, her third. She pushed Scott City in the back there after the Cianekwe 3 miss. So you have the 2 or 3 that check in. Kenny, Ballesteros, and Curl that return back to the lineup for Ulysses. 26-19. Scott City's had the lead at 9 twice in this ball game, but have not been able to push it into double digits. Here's Felker with it with 6:58 to go. We're just a little over a minute in the second half. Now Strine at the foul line will drive in. Her runner over Curl. Crawls off. Got her own rebound. The putback, yes. 9 points and 6 boards for Strine. 28-19, 6:46 to go third quarter, as Scott City matches their largest lead in their first field goal of the game in almost 6 minutes. Curl with it up top, goes right side. Cianekwe off a screen for 3. No. Rebound. Strine collects it for Scott City as she grabs her another board. Strine now will get it to Felker. Still in the backcourt. She'll take it right to left across the 10-second line. And now here's Strine with it in a push. That'll be on Ballesteros. Trying to go for the steal, her third, with 6:22 to go third quarter. So Eliza Paez and Daisy Ballesteros now with 3 fouls. The second team foul for Ulysses this half as Curl and Ballesteros check it out. Lydia Pizarro and Olivia Hill check in. Felker into Shine. Kramer cuts the basket. Can't get that one to go. Rebound tipped around, and it's still loose, and now into the hands of Cianekwe after it hit about everybody underneath except Cianekwe, who was at their right side. So missed opportunity again for the Lady Beavers. 6:05 to go third quarter. They just cannot get past the 9-point margin. Cianekwe with it up top. 28-19, Scott City leads it. Right side, he goes to Pizarro. Back up top to Olivia Hill. Back to now right baseline. Here's Hill with it. Kenny, her shot short. And the rebound in the hands of Kendall Gentry for Scott City, her first board of the night. Brinley Stevens with it. Goes out high right to Strine from Felker. Now Strine in the paint. Jumper, no. Rebound into the hands of Hill. And a whistle and a push on Felker. That'll be her first and the team's first of the half. 5:34 to go third quarter. 28-19, and once again, Scott City just unable to get to that past that 9-point barrier. Cianekwe, they working around the perimeter right side to Cifuentes. Underneath, here's Kinney. Shot blocked by Strine, and the rebound to Strine. Lady Beavers with it. Stevens gets it poked away from behind. They'll still stay Lady Beaver ball with 5:13 to go third quarter. Brindley Stevens out in is going to be Avery Lewis. With 5:13, this is somewhat bit of fast-moving third quarter into Kramer. Now back into Strine through traffic, and she gets it stripped out of her hands. Now picked up by Kramer, trying to get it to Felker. And now she has it up top. She'll drive right side, split the defenders, lays it up through contact, and got it down for a 12th point. 30-19. Finally, Scott City with an 11-point lead. They haven't been past that 9-point barrier all night 3 times, and now they finally get it. 4:50 to go third quarter. Now pass is going to be thrown away, and another turnover, 12th on Ulysses. Here's Kendall Gentry racing the other way. Layup. Yes, she has 8. 32-19 with 4:40 to go third quarter. And Scott City has now got an 11 or 13-point lead on a 6-0 run to begin this third quarter. 4.5 to work. Left baseline almost stolen away by Scott City. Kenny will throw it up top here to Pizarro. Pizarro goes left side, and now they ball deflected, kept alive by Kenny, and a good play that time by the senior as she was working out of bounds, knocks it off of Cheyenne Kramer. It'll still stay Ulysses ball with 4:21 to go third stanza. Kenny checks out, back in will be Daisy Ballesteros with her 3 fouls. She has it left side. She'll chuck up a 3, rims off. Kramer had it, and in the hands of the Brooke Strine. And Scott City looking to add to their 13-point lead as we near the midway point of this third quarter. Felker within the front court gets it poked out, and checking back in will be Kenny. As Kenny will check in to replace Olivia Hill. Haven't seen Curl play for a while here in this third quarter with 4:07 to go. She just has 1 point tonight. And thrown away by Scott City, their 13th turnover off the inbounds. Halfway through the third quarter, 32-19 your score. Right side, it goes over to Pizarro, Kenny. She'll drive in, skip pass over left side. Ball stripped out of the hands that time of Cifuentes, but tracked down by Ulysses. Now Sienekwe was getting ready to load up and to chuck it in, and that time their pivot feet shuffled in a turnover. 3:45 to go third quarter. She was winding up to get ready to blast it inside there. Here's Felker with the pull-up jumper, nothing but net. I don't think that one even touched rim. 14th for Felker, and it's 34-19 with 3:32 to go third quarter. Ulysses with the ball. Scott City has scored all 8 of the points here in this third stanza to build up a 15-point lead. Kenny quickly guarded by Lewis. Ballesteros just inside the three-pointer. Her shot is too strong. Trout trying to get the rebound, and now we're going to have a fight for it on the mid-post right. It'll still stay with Ulysses with 3:17 here in the third stanza. And a sub in for the Tigers. That'll be Alyssa Paez to replace Alita Pizarro. 34-19. Here's a right corner 3, knocked down by Sienekwe. She has 14 and 2 threes. 34-22. 3:10 to go third quarter. That breaks Scott City's 8-0 run to begin this third quarter. Avery Lewis with it. She'll drive right side. She'll throw one up and draw the foul. That'll either be the 4th on Ballesteros. Oh, it's going to be the 3rd on Cammie Kenny with 3:01 to go third quarter. And Lewis trying to become another Lady Beaver to score, to be the 5th one to score tonight. She can hit 1 out of 2 or all of them. She missed the first. She's 57% of the line. Scott City now 8 of 12 at the charity line tonight. Lead it here by 12 with 3:01 to go third quarter as Kendall Gentry's out. Back in is Mackenzie Metzger. Kenny's free throw for Avery Lewis. She's got that one. She's on the board. 35-22. 3:01 to go here in the third quarter. Sienekwe with it, right side out high to Cifuentes. Now Ballesteros to Kenny. Will throw it up high and through the hands, but tracked down by Sienekwe. She'll drive left side. Now to her right, cut off there by Metzger out high. 2:40 to go third quarter, right side. Ballesteros underneath, throwing a tough shot. No. Rebound, Megan Trout rips it away. For Scott City, she keeps her pivot foot down. Out of all that, her first board of the night. Here's Scott City Felker. Lewis left baseline. Her jumper is blocked, but they're going to get the hack on Sienekwe, and she has her second foul, the team's 3rd of the half. Make that the 4th of the half and 2 free throws. 2:27 to go third quarter. Lewis back to the line where she was just 1 out of 2. And that one a bounce around and gets a nice bounce in, 36-22. 2:27 to go third quarter. Alita Pizarro, Chloe Curlin, Cammie Kinney out as well as Eliza Paez. Second free throw for Lewis. Yes, she has 3 all from the line in a row. And her 3 free throws in a row have put Ulysses back to a 15-point deficit. 2:20 to go third quarter, 37-22. Scott City left baseline. Here's Ballesteros' shot blocked out of there by Brooke Strine. With 2:16 to go third quarter. So 5 Lady Beavers have scored tonight. 15-point Lady Beaver lead into curl up top. Guarded by Metzger. Goes right side of the pass to Cifuentes. The dribble out high. Bounce pass trickles over to Sianikwe. And now back up top to Pizarro, almost stolen away. 2:04 to go third quarter. Sianikwe goes around Felker to the foul line, and then Metzger will tie her up, and that's going to be a turnover. Good defense by Mackenzie Metzger tying up Sianikwe, and the turnover, the 14th of the night for Ulysses. With 2:01 to go third period. 37-22, Scott City with a 15-point lead in the ball. They have outscored Ulysses 11-3 in this quarter. They have a good cut to the basket for Trout, puts it up high off the glass for 2. 39-22, 1:50 to go third quarter, and the assist belongs to the senior Brooke Strine. Minute 40 to work third stanza. Cifuentes with it. It's going to be poked loose out high and a steal. Scott City with a 17-point lead. Final 90 seconds of third, and Lewis loses the dribble, picks it back up, gets it stripped out of her hands in the 14th Beaver turnover. Here's Sianikwe all the way high up the glass, and she's got it. She has 16 of the 24 Ulysses points here with 1:21 to go third quarter. 39-24. Minute 15 here in the third quarter. Avery Lewis pivots, needs help, and finds Brooke Strine. Now back underneath and through the hands of Felkers, getting ready to go up. May have gotten ahead of herself, and she calls timeout. Granted, before the turnover with 1:02 to go. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Basketball brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services. Neil Baker, also Fro Heating, Cooling, Fro Ag Service, Fro Electric, Great Western Tire, Harris Chiropractic and Acupuncture, High Choice Feeders, Hamey Farms. Also, HRC Feeder, our JNR Current Truck, JNR Trucking, JF Beaver Advertising. Kind of going back to wrestling from today. Colin McDaniel, he won his 100th career match. He won the tournament for Scott City. Houston Frank was a league champion, and Tanner Gooden placed second. The girls were also tournament champions. And they finished with the big score today, 133. Cimarron's girls were second with 68, and Goodland third with 66. And several tournament champions for the Lady Beavers. So both the Scott City boys and girls, Scott City boys, 6-time GWAC champions. Nice cut to Strine, can't finish it. Got her own rebound, and she's fouled going up. As she's nearing a double-double, she has 9 points and now 10 rebounds, and she'll have an opportunity for her 5th double-double of the year. The 4th foul on Daisy Ballesteros with 59.9 to go third quarter. That is already team foul number 5 on Ulysses. So Strine, who's 4 of 6 at the line, has 9 points. The southpaw, too strong on that one. She's missed her last 3. Brindley Stevens, Kendall Gentry, and Erica Felker, Mackenzie Metzger exit. Ballesteros out, Olivia Hill back in for Ulysses. With 59.9 on the third quarter clock. 15-point Scott City lead is now 16, and there's a double-double. And back in will be Clarissa Sianikwe to replace Jocelyn Lerma. So Scott City's lead is at 16. They've led by as many as 17. 50 seconds to work third quarter. Eliza Paez with it. I always say Perez, but it's Paez. I apologize for that. Kenny, ball deflected, but picked up, though, on the run by Olivia Hill. Out high to Paez, and then through Sianikwe's hands. Kendall Gentry tried to get it, but Sianikwe shielded her off. Bounce pass into Kenny, trying to go around Strine to lose it, and it's in the hands of Megan Trout, 16th Tiger turnover. Now Strine with it with 30 seconds to go. Yeah, she'll run point guard going down the court. And a Kramer up top to Gentry. Left side, Brindley Stevens with it. Stevens back up top. It goes to Gentry. Nice bullet pass in. They find Strine behind the defense, who kisses it off the glass. She has a dozen. 42-24, 16 seconds to go. Third quarter, and Gentry with a nice assist that time. 18-point Scott City lead, their largest of the night. They led by 7 at the break. From the S on security, the three launched, airballed out of rebound, fought for, and Trout lost it out of bounds. Sianikwe showing her long range there. Jocelyn Lerma and Sifwitz in for Ulysses with 1.6 to go third quarter, down 18. Hill trying to inbound it in. She'll just get it in. Ball tipped, and it'll go into the backcourt, and that's how your third quarter comes to an end. So good defense by Brinley Stevens. Doesn't allow Ulysses to get a shot off. 42-24, Scott City after 3. Back in a minute for the fourth. This is Beaver basketball.
Chambliss Roofing has you covered since 1993. They are prepared for any job like maintenance and repair, an upgrade, or a new install. They provide the best customer service for residential and commercial roofing. Looking to upgrade to a metal roof? They can do that as well. If you have any existing damage or are looking for a roof that will last for years to come, don't wait to get a free consultation. Visit their website, chamblissroofing.com, by scanning the QR code on screen now.
Fairleigh Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and part staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealership in Scott City.
With over 10 years of experience, Jamie at JW Enterprise can repair your windshield quickly and conveniently. Even if you don't have time to make it to the shop, Jamie can fix your windshield from your home, or he can come get your vehicle for you. JW Enterprise is insured and Safe Flight certified. He might be operating under a different name, but Jamie still provides the same quality of service. Let Jamie at JW Enterprise fix that chip in your windshield now. Find JW Enterprise on Facebook or give him a call at 785-260-7773.
To us, it's about so much more than just providing the technology. It's about enriching the communities we live in. Because your community is our community. Where you live, where you work, where you play, we do too. Whatever you do, and wherever you are, our service supports you. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas.
We'll bring in a whole lineup of subs here. And then we get a Ulysses 30-second timeout with 1:57 to go. We'll keep it right here. Scott City will bring in Piper Fox, also Kaylee Felker. And we'll see the others that'll be in the lineup here. Boys game to follow. As teams will break their huddles. So Ulysses down to one timeout as well. Scott City down to one timeout, 51-28. So here's the Beavers lineup. Piper Fox, Kaylee Felker, Erica Felker, Mackenzie Metzger, Brooke Strine. Ulysses will have out there Lyda Pizarro, also Carissa Cianiqui, Chloe Curl, Eliza Paez, as Curl launches a deep three, misses off the mark. Rebound, though, to Cianiqui. She grabs another board. Also out there, Vincent Pizarro. Here's a three for Cianiqui. She has 19 points and another three, 51-31, 1:39 to go. Erica Felker finds Mackenzie Metzger to Brooke Strine in the front court. Strine goes left side. She'll drive in. Now to Erica Felker. Wanted to take it in, but doesn't. Minute 25 to go. Now Kaylee Felker with it up top. Almost stolen away. It is by Cianiqui. The turnover. She'll take it all the way, and the layup is good. High off the glass. She has 21. 51-33, 1:16 to go. And off of Scott City 19th turnover. Now here's Piper Fox in the front court to Mackenzie Metzger. Trying to dump it into Strine. Too high and out of bounds. 1:05 to go in is going to be Natalia Cifuentes. And she'll replace Liza Paez. Final minute in this one. Scott City is going to break that 4-game losing streak and get to 7-9 on the year with a big matchup with Lakin on Tuesday night. Here's a three, wide right and out of bounds for Cianiqui. 1, 2. Just the third time all year that Ulysses has hit the 30-point mark. 50 seconds to go. Strine holds it in the front court. Now to Erica Felker. They may try to run this out, but Ulysses is content to guard. Strine loses it, picks it back up, back to Felker. Mackenzie Metzger, she'll try a three. Too strong, but Kaylee Felker is going to track down the backside board for Scott City. And now into Piper Fox, and she's got her first varsity points. 53-33 with 30 seconds to go. Lady Beavers 53-33 lead, 20 seconds to work in this one. Pivot left side, Cianiqui. A deep three is good again. She has 23, and of their 36 points with 12 seconds to go. And that pass is thrown away into turnover. Here's a three launched by Curl, clanks off. Rebound to Brooke Strine for 11th board, and that'll about do it here. 53-36 your final. Scott City wins this one over Ulysses to get to 7-9 in the year, 1-2 in the league. Ulysses drops to 0-2 in the league and 1-14 overall. Post game to begin after this 3-minute timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations that our Scott City Optometry Office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology, and we are committed to improving the quality of life. Give yourself the gift of clear vision by scheduling an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden, OD, today.
As your local community foundation. As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, visit us online at scottcf.org. As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, visit us online at scottcf.org.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 controls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
At Turner Sheet Metal, our main goal is to enhance the comfort of your home while making sure that our customers are 100% satisfied. Need your furnace checked for the winter? Call us. Need your air conditioner cleaned for the summer? Our NATE certified technicians are the guys for the job. Turner Sheet Metal, your Bryant authorized dealer in Scott City, can also help you save up to 40% on your heating and cooling costs with a Bryant Evolution system. Call for a free estimate and let us help keep your family comfortable and safe. Turner Sheet Metal, South Highway 83 in Scott City.
The world needs more farmers. People who know the land. People who support rural communities. People who are as diverse as each acre they care for. But unless you've been born and raised on a family farm, it's nearly impossible to become a farmer. That's why we are building a team of people from our hometown and across the world to do what they love. We are not just a family farm. We are a multi-family farm. We are Volgamore Family Farms.
Is your dog ungroomed and smelly? Then come on by the new and improved Wagon Wash, located at 501 Jackson Street in Scott City, Kansas. We added on a dog wash for your pet's hygienic needs. There are 6 different modes you can choose from: shampoo, oatmeal conditioner, rinse, odor control, flea and tick, and blow dry. Our facilities are regularly cleaned, and we have a vending machine full of treats for you and your pet. Follow us on Facebook at Wagon Wash Car Wash.
Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Faroe Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website.
Go tonight, and defensively, we've got to do our job. We've got to make every shot contested. We're not going to, we don't want to give them second and third chance opportunities. We want to run a transition. I want our guys tonight to really rebound and run. We want to race the arcs, but we got to take care of the ball and not allow them to get extra easy possessions.
All right, well, it should be a fun one. The only time you face Ulysses here tonight this year. Coach Brian Gentry here in the pregame. And Coach, once again, thank you for the time and good luck to you guys.
All right, thanks, Adam.
That was Scott City Beaver Coach Brian Gentry. Pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Hugh and Berta Benz in Scott City and Leota. More to come in your pregame show. We'll have a breakdown of the matchup, bring you starters, keys of the game, and the tip-off after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Let's take a 1-minute break, please. 1 minute.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the App Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
Women at every stage of life want a healthcare experience uniquely theirs, where excellence meets elegance and healthcare is personalized just for you. Scott County Hospital and Scott City Clinic's skilled physicians and nurses will help your family prepare for the birth of your baby. The private, comfortable, secure rooms for labor, delivery, and postpartum care include jacuzzi tubs for pain management during labor. Call Scott City Clinic to set an appointment today. We put our heart in healthcare.
I know, it was tough. They just, every time we got a run, they just bounced back with something, and we just kept battling, and that's good that we did keep battling. We believe that we could still take control, and second half we finally did, and then we just went with it.
Yeah, you had Erica was looking for one of those big nights again. She'd been struggling the last couple games shooting, and at times she struggled from the field, but at times she looked really good. It was good to see her lead the team tonight.
She has, it's hard to get some open shots sometimes against some of these better teams. And, tonight she got some open shots. Still, she missed a couple of big ones that, she should have had. But, I'm glad that she stepped up and she had some confidence to knock them down tonight. And we needed some of those big baskets.
Yeah, how about a big night from Kendall Gentry, 11 points, and she hit 3 threes, and she was launching them from a couple feet behind the arc.
I know. She had confidence. She made that first one, and she just did a great job of having confidence and wanting the ball and looking to score. And so hopefully that she'll continue to grow with that and continue to have that confidence that, she can step up and knock those down, because that's going to help the overall team.
Well, you were able to get a lot of your subs in there late in the ball game, like Piper and Kaylee, who don't play a lot of minutes, and that was kind of nice to see you guys had that luxury of the big lead.
I really wanted to get those younger girls in, just to be on the varsity court and see what they could do. And if I think Piper got a shot and Kaylee threw her the ball, so they both got an assist and a score. So it's always fun, and then the bench gets so excited for them, and they're such great teammates, and so it's just nice to have that camaraderie for these girls, and it's just fun to watch them.
What's probably the biggest takeaway from tonight for you guys?
It was a win. No, these girls just worked hard. They battled. They found the open person. They gave the passes to people. Brooke made some nice passes. Everybody overall just played really well together, and we just got to continue that.
Yeah, Tuesday, another big game for you guys. It's all 3A from here on out for you guys, and your last non-league game of the year with Lakin.
Lakin's going to be tough. We're going to have to play hard, but being at home, these girls are ready. We want to get another W on the books, and we're going to be ready to go. We're going to correct some things that we let happen tonight. But we're going to be ready to go.
All right. Congratulations on the win, Coach, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks.
All right. Once again, Coach Amy Felker here post-game. Lady Beavers winning earlier tonight by the count of 53-36. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back with the boys' side of our pregame and get you set up with the boys with Scott City and Ulysses. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
When you want plain talk with exceptional results, how would you describe your career?
Rewarding.
It's more than just a job.
Great vacation, great sick pay.
Great opportunities to move forward. Good work environment, good people. Always something new, always something different.
Every day you learn something new.
Their commitment to education is second to none.
They pay for my school.
I love it because we're all one big happy family.
Family.
family. It's like a family.
Grow your career with American Implement and John Deere.
Man knows for sure what tomorrow will bring. But if there's no rain in your future, a drought can and will happen. Although a long dry spell can ruin your crops, it shouldn't ruin your life. Make sure you secure your future with multi-peril crop insurance from QBE, NAU, and Western Kansas Insurance. You and your family deserve the QBE, NAU peace of mind. See Western Kansas Insurance Services at 13 4th Street in Scott City, Kansas today.
Chambliss Roofing has you covered since 1993. They are prepared for any job like maintenance and repair, an upgrade, or a new install. They provide the best customer service for residential and commercial roofing. Looking to upgrade to a metal roof? They can do that as well. If you have any existing damage or are looking for a roof that will last for years to come, don't wait to get a free consultation. Visit their website, chamblissroofing.com, by scanning the QR code on screen now.
Fairleigh Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
Playing Ulysses just one time this year. The first time that will only play the Tigers once in a year. Since 95-96, that was back when Scott City was still in the Northwest Kansas League in their final year. And that was right the year before they both joined the MSAA League. Scott City, on the other hand, I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like the other night. Unusual. Beavers only had 7 field goals. That was worth 15 points. And then on the other side, it was a game where Scott City hit 23 free throws. 23 of their 38 points came from the free throw the other night, which is something you don't see very much like that, a very rare occurrence, but Scott City did find a way to win that in the end, or fall, I should say, in the end. They had a chance to win it, but could not overcome that, and they fell 51-38. They couldn't overcome a tough shooting night, just 7 of 28. So far this year, the Beavers have been led by Jackson Rumford. He averages 18 and 8 in the season. Scott City has 10 from Lawson Bailey and 10 from Dylan Mesker as well. But Avery Knoll's been kind of one that's been scoring quite a bit as of late. Beavers averaging 51.1 points per contest coming in here to tonight's ball game. Should be an exciting one here between Scott City and Ulysses. This is really a big stretch here toward the end of the season for the Beavers with the middle of their 3 games at home here. Tuesday night they host Lakin. And then next Friday they go to Holcomb, as that's their final non-league game coming up on Tuesday against Lakin. But really, Scott City, I think they have to like that they have an opportunity to win the games from here on out. The scoreboard operator, Ms. Neary, she's riding around the concourse. She has the actual scoreboard scoreboard console in her hands. She's walking around the console. You can see the officials just going around watching her, and she's got it walking around the concourse here. Yeah, that's wireless, by the way. So that's pretty cool to see there. You'll see that very often. Officials were wondering at first, where is she? Where is she? Well, she's up on the concourse, and they have her spotted quite well here. They have about 10 seconds till they introduce the starters here, so that's being set with that. But a good crowd on hand once again tonight, especially for the homestanding Beavers, as we're moments away from the introduction of the starting lineups. And we will get to that here momentarily here. Actually, let's get to it right now. It's the starting lineups are presented by Security State Bank in Scott City and Leota. Free bill paying online banking, safe, secure, and easy to use. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. For the Ulysses Tigers, are coached by Matt Cox in his 2nd season. He is assisted by Zach McNull and Isaac Pintoya. He will start off. Armani Isak, a 6'1 junior, averages 5 points and 7.3 rebounds a game. Tucker Metcalf, he is a 6' senior at 8.6 points and 2.2 boards per game. Also, Alex Neverett, a 6'1 junior. Neverett averages 11 points and 3.7 rebounds per game. Also, Carson Walker, a 6'1 junior. He averages 5.3 points and 3.3 rebounds. And Danzel Mendez, a 5'9 junior, and 9.3 points and 4.9 boards. Armani Isak, Tucker Metcalf, Carson Walker, Danzel Mendez, and Alex Neverett, the starting 5 for the Tigers of Ulysses. For the Scott City Beavers, and in the 7th year, Brian Gentry, assisted by Joey Meyer and Drew Kite, the same 5 tonight here. It'll be Dylan Metzger, the 6'1 senior, 10.3 points and 2.3 rebounds per contest. Also, Alex Tarango, the 5'9 sophomore, 3.7 points and 1.8 boards a game. Avery Knoll, the 6'3 junior, 5.3 points and 4.5 rebounds a game. Jackson Rumford, the 6'5 sophomore, at 18.1 points and 8.6 rebounds a game. And Lawson Bailey, a 6'1 senior, 10 points and 5.1 boards per game. Once again, Dylan Metzger, Avery Knoll, Alex Tarango, Jackson Rumford, and Lawson Bailey, the starting 5 for the Scott City Beavers. And those are yours, Security State Bank starting lineups. Onward to our keys of the game, presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout. We go with the proven winner. When it comes to insurance, they score big with their policyholders. Big key for tonight. I think there's no question about it. Get it into 23. That's what has been successful. He can work it in, kick it out, drive in, you name it. Second key for Scott City. Put the pressure on early. Your officials for tonight's ball game, David Richter, Revane Phelps, and Doug Richter. Scott City tonight wearing the home white uniforms with the lighter blue numbers and letters and darker blue trim. Ulysses in the black tops and shorts, the white numbers and letters and orange and black trim. Jackson Rumford, Carson Walker to tip the center, and a premature jump there by Rumford. The official tips it back, and it's going to be through the hands of the Ulysses Tiger Neverett and into the hands of it will belong to Scott City, excuse me. As Scott City will see Ulysses open up in a 2-2-1. Lawson Bailey in behind the defense into Avery Knoll with 13 seconds in. Scott City up 2-0. First time, I think that might be the quickest score for the Beavers to start a game all year. Mendez, the ball kicked. Still going to be Tiger ball with 7:39 to go first quarter. Scott City trying to get north of 500 in the league and back to 500 overall. Sitting in that 5 spot in the sub-state standings coming into tonight. This stretch here is going to be big for Scott City. They want to get a first-round home game. Haven't had that since 2019. First possession for the Tigers. Carson Walker. He's up a dribble. Scott City man-to-man. Left side, Danzel Mendez. Mendez gets around the screen, drives right, will drive to the basket, cut off by Knoll. Bounce pass into Neverett. Bounce pass, or throws it left side to Tucker Metcalf. Looking to feed it back in, guarded by Bailey. Entry feed it to Neverett, has good position. Pump fake shot up over Rumford. No, and the rebound in the hands of Alex Tarango. 1-0 for the Tigers. First minute of the ball game. 2-0 Scott City lead. Bounce pass in the front court left, and now here's Jackson Rumford, left corner to Metzger. 4-3. Rimming in and out, rebound into the hands of Isak for Ulysses. Had a good look, did Metzger in the left corner. Scott City 1-2 to start. Up 2-0, 6:45 to work first quarter. Ulysses will want to slow the pace down a little bit. I think Scott City will want to push it. Tucker Metcalf left side, with it is Walker, drives in, hangs right side. Here's a Isak, turn down the three, now right corner to Walker from three. Rimming off, rebound Lawson Bailey. That was a little bit to the northeast of the basket. And in transition, here's Metzger to Tarango. 6:20 to work first quarter. Scott City up 2-0 with the ball. As Metzger pulls it out, Ulysses looks like they're in a 1-2-2, and they switch it to a 2-3 zone. Left corner to Metzger. He'll try a three this time. Again, that one way strong. And the rebound to Carson Walker for Ulysses. Metzger with 2 threes missed in about the same spot. 2 minutes in, 2-0. Scott City on top. Ulysses with the ball. Mendez guarded by Tarango, and he puts it off the back of his foot. Here's an Avery Knoll steal. Knoll's going to dribble it right side, take it all the way. His scoop shot, yes! He lays it up with the right hand on the right side, 4-0, 5:48 to go first quarter. He has all 4 of Scott's points after the first Ulysses Tiger turnover in transition. The layup no for Walker, and the rebound to Jackson Rumford. Scott City pushes the pace up 2 in transition. Bailey layup with the right hand on the left side. It's 6-0. 5.5 to go first quarter. Ulysses wants time. 5:30 to go first quarter. It's a full timeout. 6-0 Scott City. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out J&R Car and Truck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealership in Scott City.
We're up 6-0 here with 5:15 to go opening period. Ulysses 0-4 to begin this ball game as they open up kind of in a diamond one look. Lawson Bailey will try a left corner three. Yes! He has 5, his 19th triple, 9-0 Scott City as we're 3 minutes in. Beavers are now 1 of 3 from downtown. They've hit 4 of their first 6 shots. They apply a little pressure in the backcourt. Ulysses, though, to break it. Mendez takes it across the 10-second line. 4:50 to work first quarter. 9-0 Scott City advantage. Left side to Tucker Metcalf, guarded by Bailey. Cutting left lane line, Isak. Pump fake, saying shoots. He is fouled by Avery Knoll, and Isak with 2 free throws coming up. 4:44 to go first quarter. 9-0 Scott City lead. 2 free throws coming up for Isak, the 6'1 junior, at 54% of the line. Ulysses as a team is at 50. Scott City has gotten better. They've hit the 60% mark as a team, and Isak's free throw puts Ulysses on the board with 4:44 to go opening quarter. He's a 6'1 junior, averages 5 points, 7 boards a game. Second free throw off the heel, rebound. Jackson Rumford collects his second board of the night. 9-1 Scott City lead, 4:40 to work first quarter. A little pressure in the backcourt, but Scott City break it. Alex Trango pulled back out. Now to Lawson Bailey to left wing into Jackson Rumford. Quickly pivots. Now kicks it right corner. Avery Knoll will try a triple. Too strong. Rebound loose, and it's picked up by Alex Trango for Scott City. Another possession for the Beavers here to Dylan Metzger. He'll float one up, that one halfway to net, but Avery Knoll with the foul. He has 6 in the quarter, and it's 11-1 with 4:16 to go first quarter. He had 3 of the 7 field goals. Here's a steal by Tarango, and his layup is good. He makes it 13-1. 4:07 to go first quarter. Scott City already with a steal. Lawson Bailey gets stripped going up, and he has 2 free throws. And he gets an applause from the Scott City bench and the crowd here tonight. Already 3 Tiger turnovers and 3 Scott City steals, that is. Danzel Mendez with his first. That's the ball game's first foul for Ulysses. Bailey at the line already has 5 points. Free throw, good. 14-1 with 4:02 to go first quarter. Scott City already with 6 field goals in this first quarter. They had 7 in 32 minutes against Hayes. The free throw, no. Rebound, Rumford catches it, and they have 7 field goals already. He has 2 points and 3 boards. 16-1, 3:56 to go first quarter. Scott City traps here, and Ulysses trying to break the full court. They do get a steal. Lawson Bailey with it. He goes right side, looking to drive in, splits the defenders, gets a strip going up, and the rebound into the hands of the Tigers, and then they will throw it away. They'll save it in, but into the hands of Metzger. 5 turnovers, 4 on 2 numbers. Here's Rumford up top. 16-1 Scott City lead. Avery Knoll with it, 3:25. Bailey, he'll try a left wing 3. Hits the lip of the rim and crawls off, and Armani Isak with the board for Ulysses. That was a good look there for Bailey, who has 6 points already. 16-1, 3:10 to go first period of play. With it is Tucker Metcalf. Drives left side. Nice backdoor feed. Blocked by Avery Knoll on the layup to tip for Mendez. And here's Lawson Bailey back with it. He'll bring it into the front court with 3 minutes to go. Dish it left corner to Metzger. Stops. Pops the 3. Just a little strong that time. And the rebound goes to Danzel Mendez. He'll race it to the half court stripe. 16-1 Scott City up. 2:48 to work first quarter. This is a good start for the Beavers. Ulysses can get pretty streaky at times for a quarter at a time, and so far Scott City putting the hammer down early on, but they need to continue to put the pedal to the metal. Mendez with it, and a whistle and reach-in foul, and Alex Tarango is first. Scott City's second foul with 2:33 to work first quarter. As Matt Cox in his second season will bring in Hayden Graber, a 6-foot junior. Also Aiden Alvarado, a 5'9 sophomore. He'll check in for Armani Isak and Carson Walker. 16-1 now driving in. Jump stop. Splitting the defenders, going up too strong and a foul. And 2 free throws coming up as Scott City has team foul number 3. They're going to get that on Tarango, his second. 16-1 for Scott City. 2.5 to go first quarter. First free throw is good. That is Danzel Mendez. He's 40%, but didn't look like a 40% free throw shooter there with 2.5 to go first quarter. And that's their second point of the night. They're now 2 of 3 at the line are the Tigers. And make it 3 of 4. So 16-3. 2.5 to go as Ulysses applies 2-1-2 full court pressure. Bailey into the front court to Jackson Rumford, who one-hands it in. Up top to Metzger straight away. He'll pull it back out and dribble it out high. 2:18 to go first quarter. We're here on KSKL. Scott City Metzger, left corner to Lawson Bailey. Throws it up top, Duff. Turns down the 3, goes to Dylan Metzger. He'll launch the 3. He'll get, oh man, that was halfway in and out. And the ball will be a foul underneath on Scott City. That's going to be on Avery Knoll in his second, and all of a sudden, Scott City with 2 fouls with Knoll and Tarango, and Coy Vance will be the second off the bench for Scott City for Knoll, who has 6 points and 2 fouls. There were 2:06 to go first quarter, and Scott City with a 16-3 advantage as they applied some full court pressure. Metcalf will lob it in the front court to Mendez, guarded by Rumford out high, and now Mendez almost carries it, trying to drive in, cut off. Up top, here's a Graber straightaway triple short rebound. He'll track down the rebound, and Ulysses has another crack at it. Minute 48 to go first quarter. Right side, Mendez guarded by Rumford, looking to drive in. He'll go by him, bump fake, reverse hits underneath, got his own rebound, and that one crawls in. Mendez with 4 of the 5 points for Ulysses with 1:36 to go first quarter. 16-5, the last 4 have belonged to Ulysses. They set up 1-1-3. Left corner to Lawson Bailey to Dylan Metzger. Now Duff, he'll try an open 3. Yeah! Mendez, he's got his first varsity three. 19-5 with 1:17 to go first quarter. And almost stolen by Vance. With it is Hayden Graber. Now to Tucker Metcalf, almost walked with it. Final minute of this first quarter. In transition, Neverett back up top. Here's an answer back three, missing everything. Is Graber, and Rumford has his fourth board already of the quarter with 2 points. 55 seconds to go first period. Scott City with a 19-5 lead in the ball. Bailey right side, turns down the three. He'll drive around the perimeter. Metzger with it. 45 seconds. Bailey for his second. No, off the left. Rebound. 3 Tigers in it. Fight for it. And then it's going to be they're going to get a holding foul on Coy Vance. That'll be his first. And Scott City's 15th foul. So Mendez Graber picked up a second rebound. They have out-rebounded, Scott City's actually out-rebounded Ulysses 7-6. It's 19-5 on the scoreboard. 38.5 seconds to go first quarter. Neverett out high with it. Uses up his dribble now to Danzel Mendez. Mendez with the dribble. He'll drive right side. Is cut off. Under 30 to go first quarter. Right baseline to Neverett. He'll try a three, and he'll be too strong right into Lawson Bailey's hands. Here's Scott City across with it. Bailey drives in right corner to Metzger. Can he get this one to go? The fifth time is the charm for Metzger. His 26-3, 22-5 with 10 seconds to go. First quarter, Scott City with another SC3 there. 6 seconds down the floor to Mendez. He'll float one up. No. Rebound Rumford. And 1 second, he'll launch it down the court, but that's how your first quarter comes to an end. Season high of points in the first quarter for Scott City, up 22-5 over Ulysses. Back in a minute for the second quarter. This is Beaver basketball.
With 10 years of experience, Jamie at JW Enterprise can repair your windshield quickly and conveniently. Even if you don't have time to make it to the shop, Jamie can fix your windshield from your home, or he can come get your vehicle for you. JW Enterprise is insured and Safe Flight certified. He might be operating under a different name, but Jamie still provides the same quality of service. Let Jamie at JW Enterprise fix that chip in your windshield now. Find JW Enterprise on Facebook or give him a call at 785-260-7773.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you one conversation at a time. They're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, they're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track. Contact Farm Bureau agent Neil Baker in Dighton at 620-397-5345 or in Scott City at 620-872-7226. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
This has been a dominated first quarter by Scott City. You're already up 22-5 over the Ulysses Tigers as we begin the second quarter. Scott City 9 of 17 from the floor in that first quarter, including 6 of 7 on 2-point baskets. As Sage Steckline enters the game for the first time, the 6'3 junior in that middle of that zone defense. With it is Danzel Mendez as he goes left. He'll throw it up top to Armani Isak. Right side to Metcalf. Isak for three up top. Rimming in and out. Coy Vance will wrestle away the rebound and a foul on the Tigers. That might be on Mendez, who has, and it is, his second. He has all 2 of the Ulysses fouls. And Vance grabbed his first board. Scott City now with a 12-8 rebounding edge. 22-5 here, opening minute of this second quarter. Scott City with a big lead. They hit 3 threes in that first quarter. Is Brooks Bailey also in there for the first time? He is a 5'10 sophomore, did not play on Tuesday. Back to Duff, lobs it into Steckline underneath, behind Vance, who couldn't quite get to it. They're going to say last touch by Ulysses. It'll belong to Scott City with 7:21 to go first half. Get it into Vance, so it's the second 5 on the court. Also Camden Vogelmore in for Scott City. Here's a deep three for Brooks Bailey. No, Vance couldn't quite get it, and it's in the hands of Tucker Metcalf. So Scott City with their second 5 in here with 7:08 to go first half. And now with it right side, here's Neverett. Turns down the three. Metcalf with it. 7 minutes to go, and then good defense by Duff out high on Metcalf. Almost forced a turnover. Ulysses was 1 of 10 in that first quarter from the field. And Metcalf for a right wing three, and that one rattled home. His 17-3 gives Ulysses their first three. It's 22-8, 6:38 to go first half. Right side to Brooks Bailey, up top to Dylan Duff, left side to Camden Vogelmore. Entry feed into Sage Steckline, left side. He'll drive in, pivot back to Bailey, left wing. He'll try a three. Can he get that one to go? Yes, he can. And Scott City with their 4-3 of the half. Brooks Bailey's 4-3, 25-8. 6:21 to go first half. And Ulysses almost got away with a walk there to Mendez. He's out there with 2 fouls. He'll hang, shoot, bank shot, and 1. Mendez was 6, 25-10 with 6:14 to go first half. Team foul number 6 on Scott City. And that'll be on Coy Vance, his second. So just 3 players have fouled for Scott City. Noel Tarango and Vance, they each have 2. Mendez with 2 fouls and a gutsy play at that time. Could have easily drawn a 3rd foul. It would have been called a charge as Lawson Bailey, Jackson Rumford, and Dylan Metzger return the lineup. And Mendez, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Makes it 25-11. 25-11, 6:08 to go first half. Bailey to Bailey there, up top to Dylan Metzger. Now back to Brooks Bailey, left wing, left baseline, Jackson Rumford. Throw it up top to Camden Vogelmore, right side to Dylan Metzger. Wanted to pull the trigger on the 3, but didn't. Lawson Bailey, now Metzger turns down the 3. 5:53 to go. Kind of a, I don't know, you call it a diamond in one look here. 2-3 rotating defense for Ulysses. Now right side to Metzger. 5:40 to go first half. 25-11 Scott City leads. They've led by as many as 17. And now Bailey with it back up top to Metzger. He'll try a deep 3. That'll be off the iron, and the rebound into the hands of Almighty Isak, his 3rd board. Scott City shooting a little cold here in the second quarter, but they have a 25-11 lead. 5:20 to go first half. That's a 6-3 run so far for Ulysses this quarter. Metcalf holds it out high, guarded by Vogelmore. Still trying to set up the offense of Scott City to a man-to-man defense. Right side to Mendez. Guarded tightly by Metzger. Now Mendez drives left side. They rotate. Navarrete will try a guarded 3. Good. Ulysses with 9 points in the quarter, and it's now an 11-point game. 25-14, 4:55 to go first half. That's their 3rd 3 of the night. Make that their 2nd 3. They had the 3-point play. Rumford up top. Brooks Bailey to Lawson Bailey. 4:47 to go first half. So Scott City's 17-point lead down to 11. Camden Vogelmore fights out of trouble. Now Brooks Bailey up top to Lawson Bailey to Jackson Rumford, the foul line. Pivots, goes to his right. His layup bank shot too strong. Rebound tipped in the hands of Vogelmore. Trying to get it to Rumford. It's poked away. Last touch by, yep, they get it right. Good job by the official. That was definitely last touch by Ulysses. And it'll still stay Scott City's ball. Sage Steckline in for Camden Vogelmore. 4.5 to go first half. Back in in for the first time, Julian Mraz, a 5'6 freshman. 25-14, 4.5 to go first half. Ulysses is on a 9-3 run over the first 3.5 minutes of this quarter. Bailey into Steckline, back to Bailey. Lawson Bailey, that is. He'll drive in, kick it over to Brooks for his second 3. That one way strong in the rebound to Carson Walker. And Ulysses can get this one down to a 9-point game. 4:14 to work first half. 25-14, Scott City with the lead. Raced out to a 16-1 lead, and here's a 3, and it's good for Isak. It's now 25-17, a 12-3 run here with 4 minutes to go first half, and Ulysses is back to within 8. They were down 17, 22-5 in the first quarter, and Rumford gets it stripped. That is going to be Scott City's first turnover. So not a good second quarter for Scott City. Ulysses, it's been a tale of 3s, a 3-point play and 3 threes. 3:40 to go first half. Right side, Navarrete guarded by Rumford out high. He'll drive his way in, and now almost walked with it. Short corner, shot good for Carson Walker, and it's 25-19 timeout. Scott City with 3:33 to go first half. This is a 14-3 run and a 30-second Scott City timeout. Basketball presented here by Jackson Lingo Group, Lebanon Lawn and Tree, Low Tree Farms and Livestock, McCarty Family Farms, Midwest Mixer, Metzger Family Farms, that is. Midwest Mixer, Western Bearing, Metzger Appraisals and Metzger Family Farms, Miller Veterinary Clinic, Northern Supply, New Life Market, Plain Gens, Plain MH Insurance, and Pokey Feeders. Also like to thank Precision Ag and Seed, Our Brothers Auto Body Mechanic, R&R Pallet, Richards Financial Services, Road and Beacon Green Agency, Scott City Ice Center, Scott City Pharmacy, Giftologist, Scott Community Foundation, Scott Cooperative Association, Scott County Hospital, Scott County Record, and Scott Pro. So Ulysses is on a 14-3 run, and they have this lead down to 6 with 3.5 to go first half at 25-19. That was their first 2-point basket of the quarter. They've had, or a second 2-point basket, excuse me. Here's Metzger up top. Can he end the run? Yes, he can with his second 3. 28-19 with 3:17 to go first half, and a big three for him is 6 points, both on three. Scott City with 5 triples this half. Metcalf right corner with it is Mraz, right baseline. Halfway in and out, Scott City saves it. Oh, they do not. As Metcalf almost rattled a very tough corner three with 2:58 to go first half. Scott City unable to keep it as Ulysses will have a possession of the ball. Avery Knoll back in for Scott City, even with his 2 fouls, as he's guarding Tucker Metcalf. Metcalf gets a screen, drives by everybody. Shot blocked by Rumford from behind. Now 5 foot underneath, ripped away by Carson Walker, and Ulysses with another crack at it. Here's an Isak three, good. He has 2 threes and 6 points, 28-22 with 2:42 to go first half, and Ulysses has fought right back into this one. 28-22 with 2.5 to go first half. Sage Steckline left wing. Up top to Lawson Bailey. Wanted to take the three and out of Rumford. Catches it, shot up. Yes, he's got 4. 30-22 with 2:23 to go first half, but it's been a 17-8 second quarter run for the Tigers to get back into this game. They get it to Navarrete, right block. He'll kick it up top. Isak, right corner. Here's a Metcalf three. Short rebound. Jackson Rumford is 6 board already the half. Scott City up by 8. It's go to 2 minutes to go first half. Rumford with it. Now to Steckline, and he traveled with it. Scott City's second turnover. Dylan Duff back into the Scott City lineup, and he will replace Sage Steckline. Also, Danzel Mendez will come back in for Ulysses. He will replace Julian Mraz. 30-22, Scott City lead is at 8 with 2:03 to go first half. Armani Isak, and now in the front court he goes to Navarrete. He'll flip it left, and here's a catch and shoot three, short, and long rebound tracked down by Mendez, and Ulysses gets another crack at it. Walker for three, yes. 30-25, 1:45 to go. They have a 20-point second quarter, and they've done some of the work on second chance opportunities. The lead down to 5 for Scott City. That's the closest Ulysses has been in a long time, but Metzger trying to end that, no, and a rebound into the hands of Walker. And here comes Ulysses in transition. Layup blocked by Metzger, but he fouls him, and he'll get 2 free throws. And Metzger cannot believe it. It's his first, team 7th. And 2 free throws for Armani Isak, who has 7 points and a couple of threes. Ulysses with 5 threes in this quarter and then a 3-point play as well. The free throw is good for Isak, makes it 30-26, 1:26 to go, or 1:23 to go first half. This is a 21-7 run, 21-8 run, and it'll stay that way as Lawson Bailey collects his 4th board of the night. 30-26, minute 15 to go first half. So Duff with the left wing into Rumford, catches it. Now bounce pass underneath to Metzger. He'll work his way out of traffic here with a minute 5 to go first half. 4-point Scott City lead. They've led by as many as 17. Bailey right corner, Avery Knoll into Rumford, loses it, tips it to Lawson Bailey. He'll drive in. Duff for his second three. Yes! Dylan Duff with 6 points and 2 threes. 33-26, 50 seconds to go first half. And now Ulysses in transition. Here's an answer back three, and that is good for Navarrete. 33-29 with 41 seconds to go first half. My goodness. Ulysses came in shooting 22% from 3, but they've hit every 3 it feels like they've thrown up in the second quarter. 28 seconds to go first half. Into Rumford, touch pass, Lawson Bailey for an answer back 3. Oh, too strong in the rebound. Picked up by Ulysses on the backside to Armani Isak. 18 seconds to go first half, and they can cut this deficit even more. Ulysses with the ball down 4 with 10 seconds to go first half. 33-29 Scott City. Walker from deep range. Oh my goodness, he hit it. 33-32 with 2 seconds. 1 second, Metzger launches a 3/4 court shot. That's well short, and that's your halftime. A 27-11 run for Ulysses in the second quarter, and they have pulled to within 1 at the break. 33-32. Halftime show to begin in 3 minutes. This is Scott City basketball.
The Scott Recreation Commission invites you to come get fit in their fitness center, no matter what your focus is. The Scott Recreation Commission features a wide variety of fitness activities, including
To
free
us,
weights.
it's about so much more than just providing the It's about enriching the communities we live in. Because your community is our community. Where you live, where you work, where you play, we do too. Whatever you do, and wherever you are, our service supports you. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas.
Life is all about your vision. That's what Dr. Joshua Gooden and the staff at Scott City Eye Center believe. They care about your health and are dedicated to exceptional service to give your vision the level of attention it deserves. Dr. Gooden can diagnose and treat an array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. It's easy to see that Scott City Eye Center cares for your vision. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden today at 620-872-0040. Scott City Eye Center supports all area school activities.
Preparation pays, on the field and in life. I'm Michael Trout with State Farm in Scott City. If something happened and you weren't here tomorrow, would your family be prepared?
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We are more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations that our Scott City Optometry Office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology, and we are committed to improving the quality of life. Give yourself the gift of clear vision by scheduling an appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden, OD.
For Danzel Mendez, Alex Neverett had a pair of threes. He had 6. And then Tucker Metcalf with 3. And that's your scoring for Ulysses. They hit 7 threes in that second quarter out of their 27 points. That's 21 of their 27 points there. The first half, the Tigers had 2 fouls. They had 5 turnovers and just 1 steal. They had 14 rebounds. They would actually out-rebound Scott City by 1 at the break, 14-13. 10 defensive rebounds and 4 offensive boards. In the first half for Scott City, who had hit 6 threes in total, they were led in the first half by... let's see, they had 6 points for Lawson Bailey, 6 for Dylan Duff on a pair of 3, 6 for Dylan Metzger, 6 for Avery Noel in the first quarter. That's 24 of their points right there. And then you had 4 for Jackson Rumford, 3 for Brooks Bailey on a first quarter 3, or second quarter 3, excuse me, and 2 in the first half for Alex Chirango. And so Scott City, I think they'll say that they did not defend well in that second quarter and allowed Ulysses to get some second chance opportunities here. But Scott City need to do a much better job on the defensive end in the second quarter, as Ulysses once again outscored Scott City in that second quarter 27-11. It's pulled within 33-32 at the break. And so Scott City had 2 fouls. They had 4 steals in the first half. They started out well, about as well as you could. But we'll come back in 2 minutes for the rest of your first half stats, get you set up for the second half. 33-32, Scott City leads the Ulysses at the break. Back in 2 minutes, this is Beaver basketball.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, visit us online at scottcf.org.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 card trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
At Turner Sheet Metal, our main goal is to enhance the comfort of your home while making sure that our customers are 100% satisfied. Need your furnace checked for the winter? Call us. Need your air conditioner cleaned for the summer? Our NATE certified technicians are the guys for the job. Turner Sheet Metal, your Bryant authorized dealer in Scott City, can also help you save up to 40% on your heating and cooling costs with a Bryant Evolution system. Call for a free estimate and let us help keep your family comfortable and safe. Turner Sheet Metal, South Highway 83 in Scott City.
Three in each quarter, but really what they didn't do in the second quarter was go to the basket with 2-point baskets. So part of that was what Ulysses was presenting them with their defense, and really kind of got out of hand. Ulysses hustled to the ball a little bit more in that second quarter, it felt like, than Scott City at times. And Scott City did have a lot of foul trouble with Alex Tarango, Avery Knoll each with 2 fouls, and Coy Vance with 2. Danzel Mendez had 2 fouls for Ulysses. He had their only fouls of the first half. Scott City will take on they'll take on Lakin on Tuesday night. 6 o'clock for the girls, boys to follow here, their final non-league game of the year. And then they'll go to Holcomb next Friday, who is taking on Goodland tonight. Ulysses will host Holcomb on Tuesday and go to Cimarron on Friday. This is what you call a bizarro world, this first quarter and second quarter. Last check, Goodland was leading Holcomb 14-12 after the first quarter, and Hugoton boys were up on Colby by 7 at the break, 29-22 after Colby boys led at the first quarter break, 13-12. It'll be Scott City ball to begin the third quarter. They will have, Ulysses is already out on the court ready for the third quarter. Carson Walker, also Armani Isak, Alex Neverett, Tucker Metcalf, and Danza Mendez. Just one senior starter for Ulysses. Scott City will have Alex Tarango, Dylan Metzger, Avery Knoll, Lawson Bailey, and Jackson Rumford. I think Scott City may try to get it in the paint here in this second half, kind of go back to what got him the big start, the defense transitioning the offense, and so forth. Third quarter officially underway. It's going to be a 1-1-3 look. 35-32, 7:25 to go third quarter. Scott City's been called for 8 fouls in this game. Ulysses just 2. It's not that it's been bad officiating, but that's just an interesting stat there. First minute of this second half, bounce pass right side off a cut to Tucker Metcalf. Now right side, stepping back, Walker 3 for the tie, and we're tied for the first time. Ulysses cannot miss a 3, 35 all, first minute of this third quarter. They have erased a 17-point deficit and were tied for the first time. Scott City started out 16-1. Jackson run for backside. Avery Knoll looking to drive in, backing his way in. Tough shot, yes, and one. Avery Knoll makes it 37-35. Scott City with 6:49 to go third quarter. Team foul number 1 on Ulysses this half. That'll be Armani Isaac, his first. Knoll to the line where he is 50% on the year. He has 8 points tonight. Scott City is a team 60% of 1 of 2 at the line and make it 2 of 3 as Scott City back up by 3. 6:48 to go third quarter at 38-35. The Beavers have hit their first 2 shots of this quarter. Ulysses has hit their first shot attempt. Teams with a turnover to begin the third. Navarrete go left side out high to Danzel Mendez. Guarded by Alex Tarango. He'll drive in on Tarango. Tarango trying to avoid his fourth. Hanging, shooting in, crawling off. Rebound tipped around and in the hands of Jackson Rumford. Lead pass down the floor to Dylan Metzger. He will let it. Oh, he left it short at the rim. And the rebound to Ulysses is Isak. Still 3-point Scott City lead. First 2 minutes of this second half, 38-35. Up top with it is Danzel Mendez. He'll be guarded by Tarango. He'll go right with the pass. That bounced around, looked like off the foot initially, and now Walker with it, off a screen. Turning down the 3 is Mendez, guarded tightly by Tarango. Here with 5:55 to go. Mendez will drive right side. Hang, shot blocked by Rumford out of bounds. And it'll still stay with the Beavers, or the Tigers with 5:50 to go third quarter. 38-35, Scott City lead at 3. Ulysses with the ball. They'll get it in, nobody there, and that's going to go out of bounds by the Scott City bench. Nobody even tried to go get it. And Scott City will have the ball. It's the 7th Tiger turnover. They will have to inbound it at the point of entry in the backcourt. But Ulysses will pick up Scott City across half court. 5:45 to go third period. Lawson Bailey with it right side. 38-35, Scott City lead at 3. Skip it over left side. Here's Dylan Metzger. Turns down the deep 3. Up top, he'll have it. Ulysses now in that zone. Alex Tarango, right corner to Avery Knoll. Head fake. He'll drive in. Catch it. Flip it behind him. Rumford turns down the 3. He'll drive right baseline. Hangs. Bank shot, no. And the rebound to Carson Walker for Ulysses. Rumford down to just 4 points tonight here. He has grabbed 7 boards and at least a couple blocks. 5:15 to go third quarter. Nice cut here by Isak at the block. Guarded by Knoll up top. Navarrete a 3 for the tie. Off to left in the rebound to Jackson Rumford for Scott City. Rumford with the ball. He'll take it across with 5 minutes to go third quarter. Now Alex Tarango looking to drive in. Is cut off. Goes left side to Dylan Metzger. Metzger into Lawson Bailey. Backing his way in, hits the deck and throws it away in a whistle, and that's going to be a timeout before this lost possession called by the official. I don't know if Ulysses likes that or not, but we'll take it as well here. With 4:54 to go third quarter, 38-35, Scott City back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
The world needs more farmers, people who know the land, people who support rural communities, people who are as diverse as each acre they care for. But unless you've been born and raised on a family farm, it's nearly impossible to become a farmer. That's why we are building a team of people from our hometown and across the world to do what they love. We are not just a family farm. We are a multi-family farm. We are Volgamore Family Farms.
Is your dog ungroomed and smelly? Then come on by the new and improved Wagon Wash, located at 501 Jackson Street in Scott City, Kansas. We added on a dog wash for your pet's hygienic needs. There are 6 different modes you can choose from: shampoo, oatmeal conditioner, rinse, odor control, flea and tick, and blow dry. Our facilities are regularly cleaned and we have a vending machine full of treats for you and your pet. Follow us on Facebook at Wagon Wash Car Wash.
Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers.
Have done it with a 3-ball from the second quarter on. They've hit 8 threes. Driving right baseline, Trango almost committed his 4th. The reverse layup misses wildly for Walker, and Rumford with his 9th rebound. He'll get it left to Alex Trango, now to Lawson Bailey. Bailey will drive in, jump stop, hangs, and his strip going up, and the rebound into the hands of Tucker Metcalf. Now the ball's loose and ripped out there. We're going to get a tie up first. It'll still be Ulysses basketball. With 4:11 to go, third quarter. 38-35, Scott City with the lead. They led 22-5 after the first quarter, 25-8 with 6:22 to go first half. Ulysses tied it in the first minute of this third quarter at 35. They've hit 8 threes since the end of the first quarter. Up top, and speaking of threes, it's tied. Carson Walker ties it with his 4th 3 of the game. It's 38-all with 3:53 to go third quarter. Second tie of the night. He has 14 points to lead Ulysses. They have hit 9 threes in this game, all in the last 2 quarters. Jackson Rumford for an answer back. Yes! He has his 13th 3. 41-38, 3:36 to go third quarter, and Scott City has hit 7 threes tonight. Pressure in the backcourt. Rumford with 7 points and 9 rebounds. And now down the floor, here's Navarrete, wraparound pass. Walker for a 3 for the tie. He misses it, but he's got 3 free throws. Foul on Lawson Bailey is first, team second. And Carson Walker, who has 4 threes and 14 points, has a chance to tie the game yet once again with 3:24 to go third quarter. First to 3. He's 50% on the year, but he hits that one, makes it 41-39. 3:24 to go third quarter. Ulysses tonight, they were 50% coming in from the free throw line. They're now 6 of 8. And make it 6 of 9 as he missed that one. As Dylan Duff will check in for Alex Tarango. Scott City, by the way, tonight is just 2 of 3 at the line. Third free throw is good. He hits 2 out of 3. He has 8 in the quarter, 16 for the game. 41-40. It's back to a 1-point game. 3:20 to go, third stanza. So it's 2 out of 3, does Walker. Up top to Lawson Bailey. Scott City led by 1 at the break. Here's Duff. Can he hit his third 3 of the night? Oh, that was halfway in and out of the rebound to Carson Walker, and Ulysses can have their first lead of the night with 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Up top with it is Danzel Mendez, guarded by Dylan Metzger. Scott City goes to a man defense. Now Mendez, he'll drive right side, and that's going to be a foul on Dylan Duff, his first, team's third. Ulysses only 1 foul called on him here in the second half with 2:56 to go, third quarter. 41-40, Scott City up by 1. Inbound in to Navarrete. He'll hand it off to Mendez. Pulls up from the foul line. Jumper for the lead is short. Rebound, Avery Knoll. Dodge City's dodged the bullets here, but they're going to have to get going here, especially on the defensive end. That was a good defensive stop there. Metzger with it with 2:40 to go third quarter. Up by 1 are the Beavers. Now Rumford tries to drive in, and he gets it poked away. Looked like he dribbled it off his foot, and a steal. Another opportunity for Ulysses to take their first lead of the night with 2.5 to go third quarter. 41-40 is your score. Navarrete now cutting. Here's Metcalf up and under, shot up, and Ulysses leads it. Metcalf with 5, 42-41, 2:18 to go third quarter. Our first lead change of the night, and Ulysses with their first lead with 2:12 to go third quarter. Bailey with it up top, goes to Metzger. With 2 minutes to go third quarter, Scott City playing from behind for the first time tonight. Into Rumford, catches it, shot up, leaves it short, and the rebound to Isak, and a foul on Lawson Bailey, his second. And the team's 4th of the half with 2 minutes to go third quarter. Camden Volgmore replaced Dylan Metzger. Here with 2 minutes to go third quarter, and Ulysses playing with the lead will have the ball as they have scored the last 4 of the game, 42-41. Scott City scored 22 first quarter points. They've scored only 19 since, and Ulysses had 5 first quarter points. They have scored 36 since then. Minute 40 to go third quarter. With it is Navarrete up top. With the dribble, hands it off there to Carson Walker with the dribble. Back up top to Mendez with a minute 35 to go third quarter. Pulls it back. 42-41, Ulysses with a 1-point lead in the ball. Entry feed right block, post to Navarrete, the high post. Now Ulysses dribble finds Isak out high. Bounce pass left corner, it goes to Danzel Mendez. Mendez with it. He'll drive in the paint. Kick it right corner, Walker open for three. Good. You've got to be kidding me. 45-41, minute 8 to go third quarter. Walker with 19. He has 5 threes in the game. He has 13 in this quarter. Or make that 11 in this quarter. They're on a 7-0 run here. 55 seconds to go third quarter. Lawson Bailey with it. Left side to Duff. Bounce pass up top to Bailey. He'll drive in. Hangs, gets fouled, and I think he'll have 2 free throws, and he will. Second foul on Ulysses this half with 47.3 to go. The foul will be on Danzel Mendez, his third, with 47.3 to go third quarter. Bailey with 8 points. He'll have 2 free throws where he's 1 of 2 at the line. Scott City just 2 of 3 tonight. Free throw, rattling home. 45-42, 47.3 to go third quarter. It's in. Going to be Julian Mraz to replace Danzel Mendez. Coach Brian Gentry knew this was a scary Ulysses team as the second free throw. No, but Rumford gets the rebound. He's got 10 rebounds and now 7 points, and he'll have 2 free throws. That's on Mraz, his first. That was a mismatch, and now their third team foul. Rumford's first trip to the line tonight where he's 76% on the year. And that one is good. Makes it 45-43, 46.4 to go third quarter. Second charity toss, good as well. He has 9 points. It's a 1-point game. 46.4 to go third period, 45-44, Ulysses up with the basketball. Tucker Metcalf with it. Walker has 11 of their 13 points in this third quarter. He has a game-high 19 for Ulysses. He now has it left side out high to Metcalf. He'll fire a 3. He will miss it, and the rebound to Lawson Bailey. Bailey with it. He'll take it across here. Scott City looking to reclaim the lead. Bailey will drive in right corner to Duff with 18 seconds. Now uses up his dribble, finds Jackson Rumford at the foul line. He'll pull up. Now finds Camden Volgamore with 10 seconds. Back to Rumford, up top to Bailey with 8, with 7, with 6. Duff with 5, lobs it into Rumford, catches it, shot. Yes! And Scott City with a 5-0 run to go up by 1 3/4 court. Shot well short by Walker, and that's the end of your third quarter. But Scott City, with the last 5 points of the quarter, regains the lead, 46-45 as we enter the fourth quarter. Back in 1 minute, this is Beaver basketball.
A-Plus Aviation Services at the Scott City Airport.
Furrow Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Furrow Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
Services.
Here at American Implement, we're proud to be part of the communities we serve, and that's the reason we support local youth through scholastic activities like FFA, 4-H band, and sports. We firmly believe that the right activity can bring out the best qualities every child has to offer, and we wholeheartedly want to support and be involved with that. It's part of our responsibility as a good neighbor, and we're proud to call your community our home also.
Let's see if Scott City can parlay this run after the end of the third quarter. The last 5 points to retake the lead, 46-45. Opening seconds, fourth quarter, they have the ball. They set a screen for Metzger, left corner. He'll throw it up top to Alex Tarango, who's out there with 3 fouls. He's battled foul trouble all night. Scott City led by Jackson Rumford with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Ulysses led by Carson Walker with 19. He hit 3 threes in that quarter. Bounce pass kicked, 7:35 to go. 1 point Scott City lead, 46-45. Both teams scoring 13 third quarter points. as Rumford inbounded in. Bounce pass into Avery Knoll up top to Alex Tarango. Pump fake into, trying to get into Rumford, and he loses the handle, and it's turnover number 7. Now it's stolen back by Rumford. Now he loses it back, and back-to-back turnovers the team's exchange here. Into Rumford, backing his way in, flips it up. Yes, he's got 12. 48-45, 7:17 to go, and he has 12 points and 10 rebounds, and he has the last 6 for Scott City. They're on a 7-0 run here with 7:10 to go. First minute of this fourth quarter, Mendez with it goes right, guarded by Alex Tarango tightly. Bounce pass to the block to Neverett, trying to drive in on Rumford, pivots. Out high goes to Isak for a deep 3. Short rebound, Avery Knoll. Here come the Beavers with the ball up by 3, 6:50 to go. In transition, Lawson Bailey reverse layup. Yes, and one! You betcha! Lawson Bailey makes it 50-45 with 6:51 to go. And Scott City on a 9-0 run. The foul on Carson Walker, his first, team's fourth. Bailey with 11 points. Look to share the team high with Rumford in team points. Avery Knoll has 9. He's right on the cusp of double figures as well. Free throw. Oh, that was handed out, but the rebound to Armani Isak. Scott City with a 5-point lead. 6:46 to go in this one. 50-45 your score is Danzel Mendez with the dribble spin move. Almost walked with it. Out high goes to Carson Walker. Back to Tucker Metcalf. Metcalf entry feed into Navarrete, trying to bowl his way in on Rumford. Hangs. Shot too strong. Rebound fought for. Into the hands and then saved into play by Knoll. Oh, he knocks it off out of bounds while he was out of bounds off of Mendez. What a play. Beaver basketball. Knoll was well out of bounds, and he's decided to knock it off of Denzel Mendez, who was well out of bounds as well. Scott City looking to add to their 9-0 run. Metzger with it with 6:10 to go into Rumford, and he is fouled. That's team foul number 5 on Ulysses. And the foul on Alex Neverett, just his first. Neverett with his first foul, team's fifth. 6:11 to go. Scott City with a 5-point lead in the ball. 50-45 with 6:11 to go. Bailey to inbound it. Will lob it into Rumford. Somehow got it. Catches the split to defenders. Big shot. Yes! And one! 52-45. And it's 6:08 to go in this game. The Beavers back to the line, and team foul number 6 on the Tigers, and the second on Armani Isak. 14 for Rumford, and make it 15. It's an 11-0 Beaver run. They're up by 7 with 6:08 to go, but this game far, far from over. 52-45. Timeout, Ulysses. Coach Matt Cox wants a full. We'll take it as well with 6:01 left. It's 52-45 Beavers. This is Scott City basketball.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the app Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
His dribble needs help, almost throws it away up top to Carson Walker. He'll pull up for the deep 2 and bury it. Boy, he's had a hot hand tonight. He has 21, and it's 52-47 with 5:40 to go. That'll end the 11-0 Scott City run and the Ulysses' first basket in 3.5 minutes. Alex Tarango up top, bounce pass to Dylan Metzger. Back to Tarango left wing, ball fake, flips it to Jackson Rumford, short corner left baseline underneath the Knoll. He'll catch it, lay it up. No, got his own rebound. He'll put it up and score it. He's got 11. and 4 boards, 54-47, 5:15 to go. Scott City back up by 7 here as Ulysses brings it into the front court. Almost stolen away. Here's Navarrete with it. And he flips it behind him to Armani Isak. Back to Navarrete, driving the left baseline. Cut off pass up top to Walker for a 3. Short rebound, backside Dylan Metzger. He finally missed one. He was due for that, as he's actually missed 2 in a row. 4:50 to go. Here's Lawson Bailey. He flips it in left corner. And Rumford from Noel. Hook shot up. Yes, it'll crawl in. He has 17. 56-47. 4:40 to go. Actually, it's 57-47. I missed a point there. 4:30 to go. Up top with the driving in. Here's Mendez hanging in foul line. Short rebound, Scott City. Well, the Beavers with the ball up 10, I guess, here. 4:20 to go. 57-47 your score. Right side Metzger with it. 4:10 to go. And now they'll work it around. Metzger up top. Into Knoll. Catches it. Goes to his right. Jumper. And it'll bounce off that time. And the rebound in the hands of Walker. He's had a big game. 57-47 here with 3:52 to go. Yep, that is the right score. So Scott City's pushed their lead back up to 10 on a 16-2 run. Forget about that three-point play moments ago. Layup on the other end is good, though. Mendez with his 9th point of the night, 57-49. 3:35 left in this one. Scott City's lead back down to 8. Bailey up top, now into Rumford. He'll catch it left side. Metzger for a 3, off the heel. But the rebound backside, Lawson Bailey. And Scott City has another crack at it. Here's Alex Tarango with it. With 3:18 foul line for Avery. No, yes, he's got Baker's dozen. 59-49, 3:14 to go as he's been cooking tonight. As we're outside of 3 minutes to go in this one. That was a great second chance opportunity for Scott City to go back up 10 with 3 minutes to go. Nice cut to the basket. Isak underneath right corner. Pump fake that time. Metcalf almost walked. Navarrete, he's wide left on the 3, but right into the hands underneath. Mendez goes up. No. Rebound, Lawson Bailey. Scott City with the ball in transition. Here's a run for 3. Yes, you betcha! 62-49 with 2:44 to go. And Rumford hitting everything he's throwing up in this quarter. He has 20 all of a sudden. He has the second game high tonight. 62-49 with 2.5 to go. 10 points or 20 points, 11 boards for Rumford. Another 20-point performance for him, and Metcalf will lose it out of bounds, intercepted by Rumford. Turnover number 9 on Ulysses. Here's a layup on the other end, left short, rebound, last touch, but Scott City was over the baseline on the rebound attempt. Good effort, though. And it'll go to Ulysses with 2:15 to go. So little separation for Scott City on a 16-4 run in this fourth quarter. A 21-4 run after the Beavers trailed by 4 late third quarter. Back in is Hayden Graber for Ulysses with 2:15 to go. It was a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter. A 16-4 run for Scott City so far as we're outside of 2 minutes to go in this one. But you're going to like it's got a little separation, a 5-possession game here, and the whistle and a reach-in foul. That'll be team foul number 5 on Scott City this half. They're going to get Jackson Rumford with just his first foul. Tried to pickpocket Tucker Metcalf there. 5 fouls on Scott City this half, 6 on Ulysses, 2:02 to go. They'll inbound it right corner to Navarrete. He's had a big game, 6 points tonight. He'll drive in, back his way, and then left baseline Mendez. Rainbow shot might have been partially blocked. And they do say, yeah, it was partially blocked by Rumford. It'll stay with the Beavers here with 1:52 to go. Scott City 62-49 over Ulysses, trying to get to 500 and 2-1 in league play. Navarrete will step back and launch a 3. Too strong. Rebound, Metzger backside for Scott City. Down, or 1:44 to go as Ulysses may be running out of steam. Now here's Lawson Bailey with it, flips it back to Alex Tarango. Right corner to Rumford for 3. Dagger! 65-49 with 90 seconds to go. He has 23 points, 13 in this fourth quarter. And that is Scott City's second largest lead of the night. And Coach Brian Gentry clears the bench here with 1:15 to go. Mendez will drive in, floats one up, got it. Mendez with 11, 65-51, final minute in this one. What a wild game this has been tonight. Here's Rumford driving in, flips it to Avery Knoll. He has another basket. His career night continues. 67-51 with 50 seconds to go. That was good ball movement that time by Scott City. Navarrete right corner now to Metcalf out high with 45 seconds left. Entry feed to Navarrete. Backs the way in, lays it up, got it. He has 8. 67-53 with 38 seconds to go. Baseball pass to Rumford down the floor. Now to Nolan. Transition! Oh my, what a play! 69! A nice play that time for the season high of points, matching that against Lions. 69-53, 31.1 to go. Scott City will burn a timeout for substitution purposes, but it looks like the Beavers are going to find a way to win this one. With 31.1 seconds to go, fourth quarter. As Scott City brings back in Coy Vance, Sage Steckline in for the first time as Griffin Edwards, the 5'10 sophomore. Also, Brendan Bailey in for the first time, the 6-foot junior. And we have another timeout on the floor. That's going to be taken by Ulysses with 31.1 to go. So Scott City's going to get to 500 at 8-8 with big game with Lakin on Tuesday night. They're hovering right around 500 tonight, or on the year, are the Lakin Bronx. Scott City bookended a couple of good quarters here tonight, that's for sure. A 22-point first quarter and a 23-point fourth quarter here tonight. Try to get some league score updates for you. Goodland leading Holcomb 40-30 after the third quarter. That was a 10-point win for Holcomb in the first meeting before Christmas. Last check, Hugoton was leading Colby. That's 41-36 going into the fourth quarter. Here it's 69-53 Beavers. 31.1 to go as Ulysses will bring it across with Julian Mraz. They also bring in Keeter and Jones, a 5'10 freshman, in for the first time. Also Aiden Alvarado, he has the ball. Jay Arellano, 5'6 junior, And now a jump stop and a layup is good for Adrian Alvarado, 69-55 with 15 seconds to go. Scott City with Brendan Bailey with it in the front court with 10. He's going to take it to the basket. Do they get a foul on that? Nope, they say ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Ulysses. That was by Brock Harlan, a 6'2 senior. So Coach Matt Cox emptied the bench. 6 seconds to go. In the right corner, here's a Brooks Bailey three. No. Rebound going up. Yes! For Griffin Edwards as the horn sounds. And Scott City has a season high of points at the end. 71-55 as Griffin Edwards scores his first varsity basket of his career. And the Beavers win it here 71-55 over the Ulysses Tigers. A 25-10 fourth quarter run was enough for the Beavers as they go to 8-8 on the year, 2-1 in the league. Ulysses drops to 2-13 overall and 0-2 in the conference. Post-game coverage coming up in 3 minutes. This is Beaver basketball.